you want something to do with my Sunday nights. You got something for me? Yeah? Yeah?
Hell yeah. Just when you thought there was nothing left for you to do with your night, the Revolver podcast, Mama Hot Flash, crew is hot, always doing you right. With a fresh take on gaming weekly, PCs, consoles, and handhelds. Bump what you heard since birth on this earth, we know that the future belongs to the nerds. Revolver Live. What you say? Revolver Live every Sunday at 6, bringing that gaming magic to your life. Doing it live on Twitch, the show that you don't want to miss. Be sure to subscribe. Crack yourself a brew. If at work or you who, now you can join the crew for the ride. Xbox, mobile, and hot topics around the nation. To gaming rigs, headsets, hardware, and PlayStation. Shout out to Joe. Can't you see him glow? Token brother brought the flow. Now it's time for the show. Let's go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Revolver Live, the gaming podcast that says forget the past, the future belongs to the nerds. I'm the Beastly Gamer. Today I'm joined by 3 of 4 of the best guys
Strong start. Strong start. I blame 6% packet loss.
What happened?
Inside baseball.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're back. You're good.
You're back. Go with it. Just run with it.
Today I'm joined by 3 out of 4 of the best guys I know. Briar Rabbit, the king of Destiny. What's going on, man? I'm
doing great, man. I went to my wife's high school reunion last night, and I am hungover. They were playing. Listen, they had this big screen there, and they were playing music videos from like the late 80s and 90s all night.
The best.
And
music,
at first, I'm like, this is the lamest thing ever. After about 4 beers, I was like, yes, this is amazing.
I can see Brian now. Had the time of my life.
Karaoke and shit.
I started tweeting each video that came up, and then we got rickrolled live at the reunion. They literally played Never Gonna Give You Up live. It was hilarious.
That sounds like, hey, look, man, I'm an older guy. That sounds like a great time to me. All right, man.
How
I'm happy.
authentic was it, though? Did you see anyone get an overpants hand job behind the bike shed? Did it happen?
Negative.
Bleachers?
Not
Under
really
the bleachers?
not really a high school problem, really, was it?
Yeah, they've grown up, Gary. They've grown up and went on to do things and become somebody. Speaking of Gary, what's going on, man? How you feeling this week?
I'm feeling fresh as a daisy.
Fresh.
Speaking of fresh, we went fishing yesterday, caught 9 bass, and I feel like I actually achieved something. Last week didn't catch not a one. Yesterday, 9. So I'm feeling just as fresh as you, if not fresher. Good to see you this week.
This is the beastly fisherman now. It's not the beastly gamer anymore. You spent more time fishing than you have playing games.
That's not true. Destiny still has me by the balls, and as soon as we got back from fishing, we went straight to Destiny. Speaking of Destiny, this is our friend and alumni of the Beastly Thought Show, who is not Ryan Wilson. You guys might be confused. He does have that similar swag. He has the beard. He has the cat. But our good friend Inner Black Ninja has joined Revolver Live as a guest this week. Mr. Inner Black, how you feeling, my friend?
Good. Thanks for having me. Thank you for allowing me to stand in for Wilson also.
You're a great guy. Actually, guys, Inner Black Ninja's been playing a lot of Destiny with me. We played for about 2 hours earlier today. About an hour ago, we were playing together, and we've been just hanging out and kicking it. I've known this guy for a number of years. Big time gamer, buys every console, buys every game, and probably doesn't have time to play it. And just like me nowadays. Just
what we
in case,
do is we gotta get Wilson and Inner Black Ninja in the same place at the same time to prove
people will believe it. Yeah,
to prove that they're not the same guy.
DNA tests and shit.
Yeah,
it's like Batman and Bruce Wayne. I don't know, like what's going on here.
Revolver Live is a gaming podcast with 6 revolving topics. You can be a part of the show by submitting your topics for consideration at revolvergamescast@gmail.com. Again, that's revolvergamescast@gmail.com. We go live every Sunday at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/Briar Rabbit. Twitch.tv/Briar Rabbit. The video is then shared on YouTube at Briar Rabbit's YouTube channel and my channel, Beastly Gamer. If you're unable to see the...
Beastly, I feel like we should start being honest and say that we go live every Sunday at 6:08.
8, 9...
6:15-ish.
Some change.
We go live every Sunday after 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/Briar Rabbit. If you're unable to see the live feed, or the video format, you can now find the podcast in podcast form at iTunes, Podbean, or wherever you do your podcasting. And with that, welcome to Revolver Live. This is episode 12, right, guys?
Sure it is.
Yes, episode 12.
Sure it is.
You know, Revolver decides, episode 12. So we just decided. Welcome to the show, guys. Let's have some fun. What's going on, fellas?
Yo, B-Say, I like the turn back cap. That's a new look for you, man.
Looks good. I appreciate it.
You look like a super thick back catcher.
Strike.
Well, you've joined the Nation of Islam, one of the two. I don't know. From this angle, it kind of does look a little bit like a.
Assalamu alaikum.
I think you got.
I hear you, brother.
I hear you, brother.
Don't tell nobody.
Yo, Beasley, we got to raid this week together. How fun was that?
All right. I told the guys during the pre-show that as of this moment, Destiny is my favorite game. Destiny 2. And Destiny 1 was probably just as good in its own way, but I didn't give it the chance that it honestly deserved now that I'm seeing the fruits of my labor. We did complete the raid. We did it last, was it Thursday?
Yeah.
I want to say Thursday we did it. And it took us 5 hours, and it was one of the most rewarding video game experiences I've ever had. Going into it, we actually went halfway through it before the week prior, and Briar just hit me up on Twitter. He hit up the guys on Twitter and said, "You guys want to do the raid tonight?" And I was like, holy shit. We got home and we got down on it, and it was a work night. But I stayed
up. It was
up.
the work night. Oh, okay. I mean, okay.
for people who work, it was a work.
Well, look, keep in mind, I'm normally in bed at 10 o'clock, and it was 12:20 by the time we got done with the raid. So, yeah, it was one of those rough mornings for me. But it was very, very rewarding, Briar. I feel like I made so many good friends. I met Gary's brother, who's actually a nice man from the UK who treats me with love and dignity. Was it Hugo, Briar?
Hugo Rune.
Adopted.
He was
adopted
with us
brother.
The week before. Was he with us?
I believe he was.
Yeah, you're right. He had to exit a little bit early.
Yeah, but
we kind of had like a rotating cast.
Yeah, 2 people had to leave during this 5-hour venture. And I feel like definitely doing things like the raid, they build real tangible relationships. Yeah. I've heard you say that before, Briar, and the guys we beat it with, of course, we play with Skinny, Hugo, and I want to say, I can't remember the other guy's name.
King Life Train, who's in chat, actually helped us out for the
Night Train.
Boss. Night Train.
Night Train. Yes.
JJ Molina came in for the last boss. I feel like he was actually critical to our success because this was actually my third completion of the raid overall. And I think it'd been 2 or 3 weeks since I actually did the raid. So I was a little bit
rusty.
I was a little bit sketchy on some of the details about that last Callus fight, the final boss. And I really wanted to do the Darkness Zone, which I had not done before. So JJ Molina, I think, came in huge because he was very experienced and knew exactly what we needed to do. It went really well, though. I mean, you said it did take 5.5 hours, but that was with some goofing around and with, we had to make some roster changes.
We took some breaks as well. Yeah. We took some breaks.
Yeah. And that's the kind of thing that if you continue to do a raid with the same group of people, night after night or week after week, you cut it down tremendously because you end the learning curve and everybody just kind of knows their role and is able to just execute you. And you stop having to talk about mechanics almost altogether. And you end up just busting on each other for 2 hours, which is really fun.
Each other for 2 hours is always fun.
Yeah.
We went to the store yesterday after we got back from fishing, and Kate mentioned a moment during the raid where you're running past tons of enemies, and they're just standing there kind of on this line. All these Cabal just looking at you. Yeah. And once you get up toward the door, one person in the raid always turns around and shoots at the Cabal to get them to go, aggro against the rest of the team. And that person's always Briar Rabbit. And she said that she was watching him do it. And she knew he had done it the week prior. And so Kate's a very fast hunter. She said she made her point was to stay as close to you as possible, because she knew that once you got there, you were going to turn around and shit over the rest of the team. And she said she was right next to you when you did it. And so it's good to see that you're making a lasting impression. If you ever play the raid with Briar, watch your back.
Yeah, I will absolutely fuck you if I can.
Yes, you will.
If I see the opportunity, there's no doubt that I am going to take that opportunity, and I will wipe the whole team to do it.
I forget who it was, but Kate said he couldn't even get back to us because
I think that was Hope 76. Hope 76 was on our team.
He said, "What's going on?" So Briar is a dangerous player to have on your team. He's great at the game, but he will take those moments to make you feel it. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun that night.
Question for you: did you do any of the raids in past Destiny or no?
I did the original raid, and I did what's the first DLC that came out?
The Dark Below.
Crota's
Crota's End.
Yeah, we did Crota's End too. Yeah,
I remember that Crota's End. Crota's End, our raid team got good enough that we could like 3 or 4 man that raid. And one night I noticed that you and I believe it was you and Kate were on, so I invited you guys to the raid, even though you were super low light level. So you guys came into the raid, and all the enemies just had red question marks.
You're like, why?
Yeah, Beastly or Kate actually shot at them. They would actually do like 0 damage. So they basically just stood in the back and just watched us beat the raid, and then got all the rewards for it. But I thought
was awesome.
It was interesting enough, just because they hadn't been there yet. But in this raid, I gotta say both of you were amazing. But I gotta give props to your wife.
Me too, man.
Kate was balancing a newborn baby on her
boob,
on her leg, breastfeeding, and carrying us through the darkness zone. Like, she was killing it.
She wasn't streaming that, was she? You can get in trouble for that, I hear.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, I want Kate on every raid team I have. And
just imagine when she doesn't. Just imagine when she.
Thanks.
Just imagine her when she doesn't have a kid on her nipple.
Right?
Yeah. And the funny thing about the raid was, after we did the raid, I talked to my sons, and my boys are 15 and 16, and kids will believe what parents tell them. I told them that my house got raided, and I sent you guys the audio. And I told my son, the police came to our house. They raided our house. It took 5 hours for them to get done. My son sounded, terrified and stricken with grief. They're like, "Dad, are you okay? What happened?" I said, it was me. I mean, it was one black guy, a blonde chick, and 4 dudes. And after they got done raiding the house, they didn't find any contraband. They were out in front taking pictures, taking pictures of their team and stuff. Because we did that when we finished the raid. Briar said, everybody pose, and we took some pictures. But it was a great experience, Briar. And I want to do a raid every week, if not 2.
I think we should schedule something like every Wednesday night or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down.
We go in every week and make it happen. I'd really like to get Gary and Justin in there too.
I'd like to finish it. I've been in there 3 times and I haven't finished it yet. So.
Oh man, you got to do it, man. It's so good.
What's the hang up? What's the hang up, Ninja?
The hang up is flaky people, or I play with a lot of people with children, and their children are on our team, and then those children have a bedtime. Me, I don't have a bedtime.
Damn.
So it's like then half of our team is gone. So.
Wow. Yeah, we got to get you in there. At least go in there with Briar and some of the elites. But yeah, it was a great experience, Briar. It's something that I want to do every week. I can't wait to see what they come up with next. A lot of people say that, they like the other raids more. This raid is just awesome to me. I love every mechanic that's used. I love the difficulty curve. Once you learn your particular role, it just becomes so much easier. And I just can't wait to do it again. It's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, I think I still prefer Vault of Glass, the first Destiny raid. I think it's still my favorite. But this one may be my second favorite now. I really do enjoy it. It gets a lot of flack for people don't like the stealth section with the dogs. But once you've learned that section, it's really not that hard, and it's very different than any other part of any raid we've had. It's kind of similar to in the Vault of Glass, where you had that little stealth section, but it's much more interesting. It's much more fun than that. And I like the final boss fight. I think it's an interesting mechanic that you get split up into 2 teams, and if anybody fucks up, it's a wipe. So everybody has to perform in that fight, and I like that. You can't. I'm sure you can if you're good enough, but it's not a situation where you got 2 or 3 guys that just carry people through the raid. And I like that. I like everybody to be involved because, like you said, it's a team building exercise.
Yeah, it is.
By the end of a raid, you feel closer to the people you did it with, And I really like that. I was at a photo shoot this morning, and people were asking me why I like Destiny so much. And that's what I told them. It's like, it's because you do these things with the same people over and over again, you start to build these relationships, and then it's almost less about the game as it is about those relationships and, you know, seeing those people, you know, every time you raid or every time you play Trials of Osiris, you know, like that kind of thing. I had a experience on Friday where Sweep the Legs and I were just kind of messing around with Nightfalls, and then we invited Story Machine on, and he wanted to do some Trials of Osiris, so we brought in another guy, and the last guy we had on, he just was kind of complaining the whole time. And I kind of told him, you know, like, it's okay to be critical about the game, but if you're just going to complain the entire time we play, like,
get the hell out of here.
It's not so much get the hell out of here. It's just like you're just kind of, you're lowering their fun factor. Like, we understand that there's problems with the game, but it's just not as much fun. So we decided to change the topic to, you know, like, would you have sex with Big Bird if the opportunity presented itself? And then all of a sudden the fun factor of Trials of Osiris way up.
Yeah, man. We drew the line at Elmo, I think. Elmo was the taboo card there. Big Bird was acceptable.
Oh, God.
The thing is, the way we figured it was, you know, it's not so much Big Bird being attractive, but you fucked a lot of women probably in your life, but you ain't never fucked no Big Bird.
Not proud of all of them.
It's a once in a lifetime thing, you know.
Yeah. I mean, for the rest of your life, you get to say, every time Sesame Street comes on, you get to say, I hit that.
I hit that.
Yeah, it sounds like an epic t-shirt.
You lean over to the 3-year-old on the sofa that's watching it with you, and you go, I fucked Big Bird. You know, just scar them for life. Done.
Oh, God. Thank God my kids don't watch Sesame Street.
Why not? Why don't they watch Sesame Street? That's the problem.
Well, look, it doesn't matter about the why. All I know is right now they have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about. Thank God.
They will. Once they start playing Destiny, they end up in my raid team.
Somebody's fucking Big Bird over here.
They gonna learn fast.
You a fool, man. Oh, shit. Good times. Good times. All right. So would you guys like to get on with today's topics?
I would.
If we have to. We have to.
All right. Would you like to get us started, Mr. Diaz?
On my topic, but I will pass it over to Not Wilson over there, who can hit us up with the first. I'm going to say, actually, big shout out to Inner Black Ninja Justin for it's not only come to the show, but he's actually done 50% of the work for us. So we're hiring help.
3 of the topics this week.
3 of the topics are fantastic topics that are coming from him. So if you guys like it, please show him some love in the comment. Hit up his YouTube channel because, you know, this
YouTube. I'm done with YouTube.
Done with YouTube.
I don't do YouTube no more.
Twitch.
No more.
No one does YouTube now.
I only do Twitch now. So don't hit me up on YouTube.
Straight
have
Twitch.
we ever? I think this topic actually is you know, have we ever had respect for YouTube rather than have we ever gained respect for YouTube? Do you want to hit us up with the the topic?
Have you ever lost respect for a company or developer based on their practices? Like, for instance, the reason why I brought this topic up is because recently Nintendo did that whole thing where they're not allowing people to stream on YouTube their games, whether it be the Switch, whether it be the SNES Mini, or whatever the case may be. And to me, I'm a big Nintendo fan, as you guys all know. This is kind of a big hinder to me. And it's like, when are they going to push that over to Twitch or push it over to, you know what I'm saying, other different platforms where people are streaming? And I think it's
that actually you can't stream Twitch games on YouTube.
Not unless you're partnered with, like, if you do their like whole,
Nintendo,
their whole like handshake, as I say, handshake. They're full of shit, man. In my eyes, they're full of shit because the way I look at it is, look at PUBG. Look at how successful PUBG is. You know why that's successful? Is because people are playing their fucking game and people are being able to see it.
People see it, yeah.
Yeah. For people who don't know, on YouTube, if you want to post a Nintendo video of you playing a Nintendo game, or you want to post like gameplay of Nintendo, you have to get a partnership through Nintendo. And then you share revenue through your YouTube channel with Nintendo. And it's a high percentage that they take as well. So that's why you don't see a whole lot of Nintendo footage on YouTube.
I've heard they revoke that shit real quick as well. Like, you got to be Mr. Nintendo. Like, if you just say in a passing comment, I heard at a party once Mario got really drunk and sucked Luigi's dick. Like, that's it. Yeah, the shit gone.
Yep.
Forever.
Yeah, you literally
brothers. Are they not brothers?
No, they got really, really drunk. They regretted it the next day, but they vowed to never speak about it.
They live in the same trailer park, so it's okay.
Also, we don't know whether they're actually blood relatives. It could be like brothers, as in like friends. Is there ever confirmation? Also, is Baby Mario as well? Because you see them in games together. So that's some time dimensional shit if it's Baby Mario is also Mario as a child.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone, viewers and listeners. I don't know, welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Welcome to the inner workings of Gary's mind.
I know.
He's like, wait, how does this family feud work?
He turns a wholesome video game into the most macabre and sick mind fuck ever.
Right. Okay. I'm just saying, right? Mario has got like a hard on for Peach and has for like many, many years. But I've played games where he's like saving baby Peach and like shit like that. Like, he's saving a baby version of herself. Would that not kill the attraction for you when you've saved them as an infant?
As long as he's not picking her up in like a minivan with candy and shit, I'm all right.
Thank you, Gary, for forever tarnishing Mario.
It's a white van around that says free candy on the side.
Yeah. Hey, little girl.
I'm just saying. No, I'm getting back to the topic.
This is like a big thing to me, and that's the whole reason why I left YouTube, because I did a whole not like I make money, or not like Briar, for instance. Briar's bigger. A lot of these bigger YouTubers that actually do Nintendo content. I had a Donkey Kong playthrough of Donkey Kong because it's probably one of the better platformers to ever be released, and they pulled my whole playthrough down, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then they ended up pulling my my Master Blaster playthrough down, 2 or 3 other games that I had like Nintendo content on, but I wasn't really talking about Nintendo on. They pulled those down. It was just like background, and they pulled that shit down too. I was like, okay, well in that case, I'm done with YouTube.
It was I want to say late 2015 or early 2016 when Nintendo started doing that with me. They pulled my Smash Brothers content. They pulled Bayonetta 2. And when they started doing that, I had lots of games.
That's not even published by Nintendo, is
it? They own the rights to it.
It was only for Nintendo console, Briar, and they pulled it. They pulled that. They pulled my Smash Brothers content, and when I had like 20 games of Smash. I was playing against high level players, and when those got pulled, I no longer was I ever going to upload anything from Nintendo. So this here is just for my personal use. You'll never see anything on my YouTube channel anywhere else because of Nintendo's very Orwellian views on YouTube streaming and those matters. So in short, Mr. Inner Black, yes, Nintendo, I've lost a lot of respect for Nintendo due to those practices. And that's something that they have an opportunity to fix with the Switch, but from what I understand, it's just as bad. I have a Switch, and I would love to put some of the games I have on my channel, but I know that from what I hear, Nintendo doesn't like you to show any footage of their games, any audio from their games, and until they change those viewpoints, I just won't support them in that way by putting any content out there that's really it's a benefit to them. But another company that comes to mind, probably more so than Nintendo, that I lost a lot of respect for was Konami, and the way that Konami went after Hideo Kojima. And basically tried to ruin this guy. They tried to ruin his career. They tried to ruin his name. They tried to publicly ostracize him and make him look like some super villain, only to, in turn, damage themselves, probably irreparably. The company now is a shell of what it used to be. It's making games, honestly, that no one's really looking forward to buying. And I don't respect the company at all for their public stance or the way that they handled an intimate internal issues so publicly, and pretty much shat on all their supporters, especially when they decided they're no longer going to make games that are going into the pachinko direction. They didn't really care, and then only later to backpedal and try to clean up their image. And I think that they have the opportunity to clean their image as well. But as it stands now, I have virtually no respect for Konami as a video game company.
Do you remember the news story that we did a little while ago about Konami? When anyone that left Konami, they were blackballing. You know, we're just literally sending out to the people saying, don't hire them.
Do not hire,
you know, do not hire these people if they've worked for us and left. If they were loyal to Kojima, like, just, you know, don't hire them. They're a bunch of shitbags. Like, there's nothing nice you can say about it.
I feel like shitbag is a good word. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone that works at Konami. I'm sure there's a lot of people working there that just collect a paycheck and go home and think, I'll work for a shit company. You know, like if you're a parking attendant, you know, and you're put in like what's it called, like traffic attendant? What do you call them in the States? Or in the UK we call them traffic wardens. The people who issue like parking violations to people.
Oh,
a rent-a-cop. We call them renter-cops. Yeah, or meter-maids. Yeah.
Rent-a-cop.
European. Well, anyone that, like, you know, you're parked in an illegal space and they give you like a $100 fine. I'd equate that to working for Konami. You know, like,
wait. You get $100 fine for parking in the wrong spot there?
In the UK, yeah.
Just be thankful you live in the States, my good friend.
That I park my car like, yeah, ticket me. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay her $20 on my way out.
Funny story. I went to pay a ticket and I parked and the meter ran over. And as I came out, the guy was giving me a ticket.
Yeah.
In front of the courthouse.
Gotta love Atlanta. You're in the courthouse?
I was in the courthouse.
Paying another ticket?
Yes.
The circle of life, man.
You might as well take it off your car and walk right
the
back.
Circle of life, Gary.
Walk right back into the courthouse. God damn it.
He said, it was a Nigerian, so he could have been scamming me, but he said, I'm already writing the ticket, sir.
I definitely hear you guys on Konami. Konami, I feel like it's definitely the easy answer here. Just because they've been in the news so much lately for so much douchebaggery. Nintendo, I hear you guys on Nintendo, but I do respect that at least they. What's that?
They have the properties to tote it.
At least they're honest. At least they're open about their motivation, right? It's like, yeah, I don't necessarily agree with their stance, but like, you know, if you're putting up Nintendo footage on your YouTube, that you're running, you're running that risk, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I can respect that, they feel like they have a right to these properties that they created, and they don't want to kind of partake in what many companies see as free advertising. Other companies see as you're using our assets to make money. Like, it's definitely a gray area. And Nintendo's on the other side of that, and I can respect that. It does mean that I don't make videos about Nintendo games. I loved Zelda, but I'm just not gonna talk about it on YouTube. Yeah.
And at least when it comes to Nintendo, Briar, you're totally right. They've been consistent with their motivations. They've always been a very conservative Japanese company, and they have old school views on the way that they conduct themselves, and it kind of falls in line with the way they've always been. Even back with the original NES, they were very conservative in what they would allow on their console and what they wouldn't, and you had to go through all this rigmarole in order to get your stuff published. And that's kind of grown into the new era of gaming and what Nintendo is now. But at least they've been consistent, so you can't say that they were ever liberal with their property.
Yeah, I think it sucks real hard if you had already posted Nintendo stuff on your YouTube channel.
Oh God!
And then once they made the policy, then you got fucked. That's hardcore.
They're going back and like filtering through all my shit. And right when that happened, I was like, why post anything on YouTube then? If any of this shit could change at any time, PUBG could come out and be like, hey, anybody with a PUBG video, it's getting pulled now. And then what? Then you're fucked even more.
So that's really my answer is YouTube. I know they're not a game developer, but they're definitely, to me, very much involved in gaming. And the shit that they have done over the last year has angered me more and more, like, every day. And I can definitely understand your reason for leaving YouTube. And I've seen people with 100,000, 200,000 subscriber channels just say, fuck you, I'm going to Twitch. I'm going to be a Twitch person from now on. And I don't blame them.
Someone's iPhone. Someone's iPhone. That's iPhone, right?
I'm fishing around in my pocket right now, turning that fucking thing off.
I was like, I know.
Brian didn't even break face. He was just
hell no,
strong,
he didn't. That's a bad boy, man.
I was at a wedding. I don't know. I was like 21, 22, and I'm sitting in the wedding, watching the ceremony, and my fucking phone starts ringing, and I got it in my breast pocket, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, who's got their phone on during this wedding?" I just reach into my pocket, silence it. I'm like, "Oh my god, who's got their phone on?"
You're going to talk about one of the wedding shoots you were doing, like you as the photographer were just sitting there with your phone going up, just like swagging it off. Doesn't matter, just keep snapping. Done.
I didn't answer it. Like, is this a new business call? I might make a little money here. Hold up! I gotta take this.
But as you guys mentioned this, I look at my YouTube channel, and two of four of my latest videos have been marked as not suitable for all advertisers. Mm-hmm. One where I was requesting to play with Destiny players, and the one about Andrew House, him leaving.
Okay,
Sony.
so I watched your video about looking for Destiny players.
Yes.
What on earth could have demonetized that video?
I don't understand that.
I think I watched it and I did feel a little bit worse about myself after watching it. So it might be something that causes emotional harm.
You piece of shit.
I had 3 times you were like, I've
you
got
didn't even have
lots of
music
friends
in the
within the
background,
Destiny
did you?
community. I know Gary, I know Briar, I know Wilson. Unfortunately, they won't play with me. You said it like 7 times, man. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. By the
I didn't say
time,
that shit. Hey, you're gonna infer my thoughts. Those words never came out of my mouth. I said you assholes are busy, and you got obligations.
They're always busy, and I see them online.
He's like, dick in the dirt. Dick in the dirt.
Try that shit with me, Gary. You know you ain't coming over to the console anyway. It's like pulling teeth with you. I don't hear that shit. Hey Gary, come play PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4. Oh no, we don't do that here. You just got a mouse and keyboard there.
Too good at that.
I was playing with Gary the other day. I think we played 3 games of Crucible. He's like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Thank you.
Done.
That's why I can't get you, Gary. You won't come down from your cloud.
Oh, man, that was
As he's walking away, he's like, "I can't wait for the fucking PC version to come out."
I just kicked the PlayStation like a dog, just give it a swift boot as I walk off.
Gary, you can't be so crude to the console gamers, man. We need love too, man. I got to play with you once, Gary, and I really enjoyed it until you let me know how much you didn't enjoy it.
I played with you on PUBG. That was some good shit, man.
God damn it, Gary. What's the next topic, Mr. Inner Black?
While he's playing it, actually, I've got one more that I've got to say out there. Do we not care anymore? Have we gone? We've kind of ratted on YouTube. We've ratted on Konami. Yeah. Do we not care about actual developers that do like is microtransactions so the norm now that we just don't give a shit? Because like Shadow of War is, you can now buy loot crates to not have to play the game. You've got things like
I don't see this as a developer problem, Kerry. I'll be honest with you. I don't.
Publisher problem. You see?
I don't even see it as a publisher problem. I see it as a us problem. The day that gamers decide to stop paying for this shit is the day this stuff disappears.
Yep.
That's the reason. Simple.
The reason you just brought up, Gary, is the reason why I'm not buying Shadows of Mordor, actually. Because, I can put the time into the game, but if this Joe Schmo can just come in and buy everything and play it how he wants, then what's the point of me getting it? It's like typing in a cheat code that you pay for. It's like Game Genie. Only every single cheat you want, you have to put money into. Like,
you got
what?
A quarter slot on your Game Genie.
Yeah, that's a great analogy there, Inner Black. I never thought of it like that. Man, that's crazy.
I mean, the thing.
Forza did the same thing. Forza 7 did the same thing. They have loot crates, but it's randomized, and you don't know what you're getting in there. Like, you don't even get stuff for the car that you're fucking driving. Are you what? Like.
I mean, you say people need to stop buying it, but I actually had a really good point on this a little while ago, and it's a good transition to move on to the next thing, but I want to leave it on this. There's laws in the United States, there's laws in the UK about gambling, ages you can gamble, where you can gamble, legally what you can do, what you have to do, warnings, regulations, etc. When you buy a loot crate, you can't tell me that is not gambling, because you've got a percentage chance to get an item in there, and you're paying to buy it. It's like a slot machine. And a lot of these games are rated like T for teen. So you're saying that a 13-year-old can legally gamble in your game?
Well, especially, Gary, if you have a marketplace for those items, like CSGO, where you can pay money to gamble for that stuff, and if you win, you can sell that thing for $1,000.
Yeah, so it's real gambling. So people aren't going to stop it because it's like saying, well, casinos will shut down when people stop gambling. It's like, no, it's an addiction problem, you know, and it's something that you get that dopamine drip to buy it. So
I mean,
look at Destiny. Destiny. Every engram is technically a loot crate.
Damn right it is. Woo, loot.
And when I got that strange business today, or where the fuck
you will address the sweet business properly, sir.
Sweet Christmas.
I was like, what is this gun? I've never had this gun before. Everyone needs that gun.
This rests on our shoulders as gamers. If we stop paying for it, if we stop buying into it, they'll stop doing it because it will not be worth the development cost it takes to put it in the game. But we do support it. It's in some of the most popular games online right now. It's in PUBG. It's in Overwatch. It's in, give me another example, CSGO, we already talked about. I mean, we bitch about it, but then we dish out the dollars. If we stop paying for it, it would disappear. It would just be gone because companies just wouldn't do it. It's not worth it. But, you know, here we are bitching and moaning, but not actually putting our dollars where they need to be. And the companies, they're beholden to stockholders. You know, they've got to make money. That is the point of making a company, is to make money. And if they see this easy revenue stream, of course they're going to fucking take advantage. I don't blame the companies at all for it. I don't.
And, you know, I understand where you're coming from. And in a perfect world, I guess, Gary, we could make that argument. But honestly, there's some DLC and items I've purchased that I've actually enjoyed. So, you know, you can be on both sides of the argument. I'm sure at some point in your life, Gary, you've bought DLC and you've enjoyed it.
Sure. There's a $60 DLC. No, there's a $60 DLC for Galgum, and the only thing it does is make the schoolgirls' dresses see-through, and that was money well spent. So, continue.
I thought actually, Justin, you had in the topic itself, you had a good example. Epic Games, where they built the engine that runs PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and then they used the work that PlayerUnknown's had done to add that same mode into Fortnite. I mean, have you lost respect for Epic because they did that?
I have not. I have not, because it's like, I look at it in the aspect of a lot of games. A lot of people are going to take things that everybody else brings to the table and be like, oh, okay, I'm going to take this from this game. Yep, put my twist on it and then re-release it in a sense. Which, yes, you could say Fortnite has the same mode as PUBG. Yes, I get that. But at the same time, you can't build shit in PUBG. So they have that working for them, you know? So it
it's different enough, yeah.
Yeah, it's different enough to push the boundary of that game style, you know, and it's going to keep growing. It's going to keep doing that. It's like one person does something and then the other person is going to copy them but do a little bit different, and then it's going to go like that again, and then sooner or later it's going to become the norm and be boring. Look at Call of Duty.
When you have a game, and it's happened with Call of Duty too, but if you have a game as popular as something like PUBG with millions upon millions of dollars made in a very short period of time, they're going to be at the top of the hill. And of course, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. And a lot of people see, you know, imitation as flattery. Of course, in this situation, PUBG won't. But who in their right mind, as a publisher, would not come up with an idea similar to this? I think it's a brilliant idea. It gives people who don't play on, you know, who aren't playing that particular game, who maybe enjoyed Fortnite before, something very similar to what made PUBG amazing. And from what I understand, people... Go ahead.
The way I look at it is look at Twitch in a sense. Twitch shows the top games being streamed, and you see Fortnite was way low. And then as soon as that PUBG based gameplay came out, or Battle Royale or whatever the hell it's called, as soon as that dropped, it was 4 on Twitch.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta check that out. To be honest, I really want to check that out.
My son's playing it right now. He just came out and told me, he said, Dad, you gotta download it. I said, I already have it. He said, please play it. It's so fun. So we need to schedule Revolver.
It's all right. It's less competitive than PUBG, but it's definitely a good time, and it's free. So you can't say that about everything.
All I'm saying is, if I'm trying to shoot somebody and they're building a wall in front of me, I'm gonna throw my controller against the fucking wall. I'm gonna want to break things.
At least you got another one coming, so you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Shh. All right. So where are we next, gentlemen?
We've reached topic 2 after 48 minutes, so this is going to be about a 7-hour show. So everyone, get your
hang on tight, guys.
Get your butt cushions ready.
I got mine. Who's this is Justin's topic.
Wow, this is super awkward. All of a sudden, we have nobody talking.
Pause. Do reviewers need to be good at a game to give an accurate score? This is Inner Black Ninja's topic. Would you like to elaborate on this thought, Mr. Inner Black?
I was actually thinking about this topic while playing Cuphead. I've been playing that game on and off lately. People have been claiming that it's super, super hard. Oh my God, it's the hardest platform. Me, I've played every single platformer ever made for the most part. You name a platformer, I've more than likely played it. Salt and Sanctuary, played it, beat it. I've played a lot of platformers.
Oh God, that's a hard game.
Yes, and I don't think that this game is necessarily as hard as people are making out to be. I think the people that are playing the game, and are reviewing it, and like journalisms for that matter, suck. They don't play enough games to begin with. Okay, in a sense, journalisms are getting good at writing about games, not good at playing them.
Absolutely.
So it's bothering me to a high level when you have this guy reviewing the game and he's saying it's really hard. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I 100% agree with you there. If you watch a football game, the person doing the announcing knows football. If you watch UFC, Joe Rogan knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he knows fighting techniques. And so you really go to someone who knows that craft. And when it comes to gaming, like you said, a person who's, a writer, they hone their skills writing, not playing a game. And so they spend more time critiquing things that necessarily might not be the case because of their lack of skill. This is a topic that's been swirling around the ether for a long time. When games get panned by reviewers because they're inadequate when it comes to playing certain types of games. Games of Bloodborne, Dark Souls, they were panned by certain reviewers who did not understand the dynamic of a difficult game.
It becomes the narrative too.
Yeah,
I will say I think Cuphead is a pretty hard game. I'm not nearly I'm not nearly as hardcore on the platformer side as Justin is, but I find it difficult. Not overly difficult. Not like I can't get through each level, but I do often. Some levels it take me 15 to 20 minutes to beat. I've spent over an hour on other levels. So
sounds like a good time, man.
It's been difficult. It is a good time. I really do like the game. Like it really is fun.
Quick question, Briar. That game is 2-player co-op, correct?
Yeah.
Same screen.
Same screen. Yep. Do you think that would add a new layer of fun to the experience?
So I watched. I think it was Giant Bomb's quick look on the game, and I think they were playing co-op for part of it. Maybe it wasn't Giant Bomb. I was watching somebody play co-op on it. It looked harder, honestly, because so much of that game is tracking where your character is and all the shit that's coming at you and moving. And to have another character on the screen shooting at the same time, it just seemed to add extra shit on the screen that you had to track,
Yeah. And I'm guessing bosses would double up or become much more difficult and stuff.
You definitely have to have some level of skill to be able to review a game like Cuphead, like Dark Souls, because I don't feel like the narrative of the review should be this game's fucking hard. Mm-hmm. The review should be reviewing the game. Maybe there should be a paragraph in there that says, by the way, this game is very difficult, and be prepared for that, because that's definitely pertinent information for somebody who's about to buy it. Mm-hmm. But if it's the narrative of the whole review, you may have an issue.
Yeah, totally agree.
I feel like I don't know. I challenge that about a reviewer having to have skill as such. So I'm thinking about the environment in which a reviewer operates in. And unless you're an independent magazine that's purely digital and you're working remotely, let's take a company. I'm going to call them GNI for the sake of arguments. You've got this office, GNI, based in San Francisco. You've got maybe 30 people in there that are editors and reviewers. This is the view of one person who's experienced the game, and they've got to play it through. So this is one individual who's played the game, but these people are going to be shooting the shit in the hallways, talking to other people about it, sharing their experiences, talking through. I don't think whether or not you're, if I'm a terrible player at platformers, one, I'm not going to be given the platformer to review, and two, I'm going to say to someone, this was really hard, and the overwhelming consensus in the office is going to be, you're just shit at that game. Like, it wasn't difficult at all. It was fine. From my perspective, I feel like more understanding the context that the industry's in more broadly, understanding the history of where that game's come from, the things that have influenced it, the things that it's out competing against, all the other games that, for me, playing a game well is less important than understanding the broad context in which that game's released in and understanding how this ranks performance-wise against the others.
I hear you. I think that what you're saying is absolutely correct, except that you have to be able to play the game at least well enough to play the game, basically, to get to the end of the game and to see all the content the game has and to experience what the average player is going to experience when they're playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a diatribe probably 2 years ago about how we were getting all these multiplayer games coming out, and the reviews would come out, and it'd be like 9.0 for Battlefield 4, unbelievable game, the most beautiful game I've ever seen, absolutely gorgeous. And then the game would come out, and it was fucking unplayable because they didn't test the multiplayer at all.
And then the servers went live, right?
Yeah,
we were all there. Yes, we were.
Like,
yeah.
So that's not necessarily the skill of the reviewer, but it's part. You need to be able to play all of the game
to review a complete product.
It completely. For Destiny, one of the biggest problems with Destiny reviews is they came out day one and they hadn't even played half of the content. They never played any Nightfalls. They didn't play any Crucible. They didn't play the raid, the best part of the game.
Best part.
Reviewers had not played. And they stuck a 7.5 on the game and they fucking walked away. They went to review the next thing. You gotta be patient with the reviews, and you gotta have the skill to get to the content and play through the content, I think. I mean, otherwise, review something that doesn't take skill. Like, your reviews
I agree with you 100%, Briar. I've done a number of reviews in my life, and I fancy myself a pretty decent video game player, and I've come up against games over the past few years that have been difficult. But if I'm going to review something, I'm going to review it fully. I want to see all that content, and so if a person is out there playing a game as a reviewer, and a game is difficult, and that's the only, like Briar said, this is the only narrative of the review. This is going to be bone-breakingly hard. This is just one of the most difficult things you'll ever play, and they don't get really into the meat and potatoes of what the game is actually about, what the story is, character development, additions to the game, nothing other than the fact that it's hard. Like a lot of what's going on with Cuphead, I think that a lot of those reviewers lose credibility. So I agree with you here, Briar. I think that your synopsis has destroyed G&I or Gary's new idea.
I'll say I do actually read IGN reviews, and what they've started doing is kind of like reviews in process.
I agree with that 100%.
So for instance, they'll post a review day one, and they'll say it's a review in process, and they'll make edits to the video and score as they, as the servers go live and as more content goes.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a while now, and I honestly appreciate that. I just stopped watching IGN because of the way that they force you to watch a 30-second ad every video. It just drove me crazy.
Just get IGN Prime, man. You don't have to watch that video. $15.
You think I'm gonna pay to watch Naomi Kyle?
He told you to suck the man's dick. That's what he just told you.
That's what they do in the UK. Fuck that.
It depends what you're paying to watch Naomi Cole do. Let's be honest. $15 is a reasonable sum.
You know what's fucked up? I'm going to tell you something right now. Is that we've talked Destiny, and obviously I've got a personal connection to Destiny. I've met Destiny developers, and I've met Destiny community managers. When we talk about IGN, the guys over at IGN that I know, like Fran Marabella and Destin Legary.
Yeah.
When you guys start talking about IGN, I have a serious fucking reaction to it. I do not want you guys talking shit. I really like those guys. It's like you're trash talking my friends.
I like Destin Legary. I think he's a cool cat. I never had any issue with him. Some of the other guys, Ryan McCaffrey, looks like a living Xbox 360 character that you created.
Best console of all time.
Hashtag Briar was wrong.
I mean, I think as an institution, I respect them, and you know, again, I'm not here slurping at their songs. I just think they do the best they can with the resources they've got, the industry they work in.
Slurping, man. What's going on in that mind, Gary?
They're a professional organisation, probably one of the last big professional video game journalist organisations, at least. My view is that they've got a wealth of experience in video games. I don't care how good the individual reviewers are at the games. I know as a collective, they've probably got more years and wealth of experience in video gaming industry than any other journalist institution out there. So, you know, you've got guys in there that have been in the video games industry, be it as developers or reviewers, for up to 25 years. I think like Pierre Schneider, you've got like 25 years experience of setting up the business and working through it. You know, I think cut the guys some slack. If they struggle on a level in a difficult game or a game that is universally understood as being a bit difficult, that doesn't mean that they're not qualified to review the game.
Maybe it's just in that case, if you're really struggling to get through a game, maybe it's time to just pass that review on to somebody else who's got easier time doing platformer.
Yeah.
Well,
and when I just talked about IGN, that was purely just because I just fucking like those guys, and I just wanted to let you guys know.
No, yeah, I like them. I listen to every podcast they do, man. I'm not shitting on them particularly. I'm just, a lot of people come out, like, for instance, you guys brought up Bloodborne. I platinum Bloodborne. Bloodborne is not hard. Bloodborne was by far not hard at all. It was the worst From Software game made so far to date. And I think Neo did it better than they did ever. They ever did it.
Neo's coming to PC.
I was gonna say, Gary, buy that on PC.
Yeah, I had it on PS4. I didn't play it.
Oh Jesus, Jesus, that's the best From Software game that wasn't made by From Software.
Neo is better than.
Oh my God! Not to mention Inner Black Ninja. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're a ninja.
Got some ninja shit in it.
Damn, I had to check that out. It's one game I never tried. Oh, so exciting. All right, guys. Moving on to the next topic.
Yeah, man. This is one of mine, and I think that we, as we've just shown there, we are like a pack of fucking hungry piranhas when we smell blood in the water. Like, gamers and just general millennials and social media consumers love to shit on things as quickly as is possible, and then it's a dog pile of who can shit on it the the hardest and the most ferociously. So my topic is, does our culture of infinite information kill games or just projects prematurely? So as soon as you smell weakness, as soon as you smell, like I said, blood in the water, it's just destroyed. So a great example of this, and one that I think can start the conversation, is Lawbreakers, right? Lawbreakers, I played the open beta for, and I actually played the closed alpha because I bought it during the closed alpha. It's a good fucking game. Cliff Bleszinski made a good game. It plays well. There's no lag. The shooting feels responsive. It's a hero shooter, so people will compare it to Overwatch, but in my opinion, it's not Overwatch because each class can outplay each other class. There's no dependency on team synergy. It's its own thing. Launched with 7,000 players on day one. That was the story. This has only got 7,000 players. That was what went through. 1 week after they ran the story, it's lost 80% of its player base, and now it's the butt of everything's joke. I mean, it actually had four concurrent players yesterday. It peaked at 40 players. Yeah, I have four players playing on Steam. And again, this is not console, this is PC.
You kidding me?
But
you can queue up and have 2v2 games against the same guys all day long. It's fantastic. You get to really know them. You get an appreciation for them when you play it. But, I mean, the thing is, that if there wasn't that news story of no one's playing it, no one's playing this game, it's a fucking dead game, don't buy it. Like, that's all you hear ran down your throat, rather than this game actually got 8 out of 10s and 7.9s and 8.2s, and it's actually a good shooter. So why was that not heard? Why did we have to ram down people's throat that no one's playing it? Same with For Honor. For Honor, 1 month after its release, had lost 90% of its player base, and that's the only thing I know about For Honor.
Because For Honor was a lot of play to win bullshit.
Play to win. I have that game. I played it once.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a good game, but that's the story that I heard, was it lost 90% of its player base. Like, people only care about the games that people are playing. They're like, oh, where are you in the Twitch directory? Where is that? Who's playing it? What's
So,
Steam?
Doesn't this rest somewhat on the publisher though, or the developer, or at least the marketing department?
Yeah, marketing has to
two?
get there.
Like they need to get out there and say, hey, like people are playing this game. If you release a multiplayer only game and the story comes out that it's got 4 players, your PR department just fucked up.
Bad.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
Well, look at in the sense of Lawbreakers, like you brought up. How many advertisements have you seen for that? Even like on YouTube or any of that shit on Twitch, if you don't have Twitch Prime or whatever the case may be, you don't see any ads for this fucking game anywhere. The
only reason I knew about this game at all was because Gary played it and talked about it on the podcast.
I played it too. And look, I see both sides of the coin here. Of course, running a story that there's 7,000 players on day one probably isn't good for Lawbreakers itself. Was it true? Possibly. Now, if it's true, do the consumers have a right to know? Will that make consumers look at it and maybe question it more? I played this game. I thought it was great for what it was, but it wasn't different. I felt like I'd be, in my own personal opinion, it was Overwatch with a different coat of paint. It was very similar. It did not feel different enough from Overwatch to me. And if I wanted to buy another Overwatch, I just buy that. And so maybe a lot of people, Overwatch is huge. People are already playing that game. So if you put new skins on characters and give, a lot of the characters in Lawbreakers do the exact same thing as characters in Overwatch. So, I mean, you got to look at the parallels there. And there are probably a lot of consumers out there who played a hell of a lot of Overwatch who looked at Lawbreakers and decided for themselves, like I did, that I already have this game. I already have something similar to this. I don't need to spend more money or waste more money buying something that I already feel like I already own. And so that might be the reason that there are 4 concurrent players on Steam. Who knows? It's a sad story. It's a sad story for the developer, for the publisher, but for the consumer, do we have the right to know if a game is not picking up steam?
Before you didn't have it though. I'm just talking about like 16-bit era. Like let's take Genesis or SNES or whatever else there. Even PlayStation 1 at the time. A game came out and you saw it in GameStop and it was #1 selling in the charts for that week in GameStop. It might have only sold 7,000 copies, but it was just the only game released that week, and that made it #1.
Yeah, but there was no online multiplayer. When you release an online multiplayer only game, like Lawbreakers is, if there's nobody to fucking play against, the game doesn't work. I mean, in VR, Gary, you have experience with this. A ton of VR games are online multiplayer only.
Yeah.
And you basically are wasting your money if you buy one that's over 6 months old because there's nobody there playing it. So you're basically just throwing money out the window because you're going to boot that game up and then you're sitting matchmaking for fucking 2 hours.
Yeah, how was that in Werewolves Within? Basically, it's just you every night sitting there alone waiting for someone to join the match.
And it's the truth. I've done it. I've turned it on and I've sat for an hour to see one person pop up. They'll pop up and say, "Hey, man." Yeah, I'm doing things around the house. I got 5 PS4s here,
alone.
But I'll turn it on and I'm waiting.
The headset. Just...
I feel like
steamy in there with all the, the
I
tears.
still want to fucking play that with you.
We need to.
I want to.
It'd be a lot of fun, Briar. I'm telling you now, the game is a lot of fun. Well, I mean, the last few times I played, there were groups, but you can't find more than 1 or 2 groups of people. And once I sat there for. It's like you're playing this board game. You're in these old villages, cartoon style, and there's a table in the center. There's 6 players, and we all look human, but there are 1 or 2 of them that are werewolves.
Someone's a werewolf,
and you got to find out who the werewolf is by asking questions.
That's the game.
It's pretty damn cool.
Someone's
kind of like playing Clue. It sounds like
it's really fun, and you got to be a good liar, and you got to make people believe in you, and at the end. If you're successful, you pop out as a werewolf and you get to fuck them like Big Bird. But
wait. I got an important question though. What would you rather play? Werewolves Within. Would you rather play Werewolves Within or would you rather play Primal Carnage? Because I'm going to be buying one of these games tonight, man, and I need to know hot from BC Gamer which one.
I would rather play Werewolves Within than Primal Carnage.
Primal Carnage is the dinosaur fighting game.
It's a first-person shooter. 6 human against 6 dinosaur, all controlled by human opponents.
What? Wait. It's a dinosaur shooting game?
Yes.
That's called Turok, isn't it?
No. It's called Primal
Carnage.
One,
the dinosaurs hold the guns. It's pretty good.
No, they don't. The dinosaurs have all the perks that dinosaurs will have, and humans get just as fucked as we would in real life. It takes like 10 humans to kill one dinosaur.
Hashtag fuck like Big Bird.
Fuck like Big Bird.
Primal Carnage.
That is the hashtag of the week right there. Hashtag fuck like Big Bird.
If anyone can illustrate that for us and send us it in via email, I'd really like to see some creative illustrations of that.
Revolver Gamescast at gmail.com. Revolver Gamescast at gmail.com.
And put it in the title so we know what we're looking for as well.
Oh my God!
Prepare me for what I'm about to
I don't even remember what we're talking about.
We're on to the next topic actually, which is a good one, and it's one of yours, Briar. It's an important and serious one. As respectable members of the community and people that are well informed on video games, we need to know what 3 games we are most looking forward to this year remaining. So if they've come out, you're fucked.
Yeah, you can't pick something that's already come out.
Can I go first?
You can't pick your backlog. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Gran Turismo, Wolfenstein.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why I'm not picking Mario is because it comes out on the same day as Wolfenstein. I'm just saying I want to play Wolfenstein more than Mario. And Evil Within 2.
Evil Within 2.
Fuck
That's
that.
a surprise to me. No shit. Okay, so talk to me about Evil Within 2. Why is that on your top 3 list for the rest of the year?
Perfect timing launch. It's coming out at the perfect time. It's coming out next week, just in time for Halloween type shit. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a great fucking game.
It'll probably be better than the first one, but the first one was just meh. It wasn't that great.
I feel like that game got better though, didn't it? Like they patched that game really well, didn't they?
Yeah, because when it came out, it had the box shit, and then they removed that.
Yeah.
Oh, the letter.
They had all kinds of fun, and it had really bad tearing, and they patched that. It had like a pro patch later on. Which, speaking of pro patches, Witcher 3 pro patch. Check that out.
Oh my God, Witcher 3 is
it's my favorite.
One of my favorite games of all time.
Briar, they just updated it for the pro, man. It's playing very, very. It's not a PC game, okay, Gary. So let me just take this one, all right? It's checkerboard at 4K.
Sorry. But it's not a PC game. What consoles was The Witcher 1 released on?
1 and 2 are on PC, but I'm talking
Witcher
about
1 wasn't released on any console.
It was on PC. It was on PC.
So the original series started
Which
on PC.
console runs it at 4K 60 frames per second?
PC.
4K, yes.
The power of X.
I take a deep breath for all my console credence. The PS4 Pro version is running.
You just did the look that I want to be my screensaver.
He's going to start stroking his yobo in a minute, just to bring him strength.
Is that thing for real called a yobo, though?
Yeah. There it is.
Hold on. How does this
timestamp? This was at what?
Battery time does that have?
About 8 hours.
71 minutes for the timestamp if you want to skip ahead to the yobo.
Fucking insane.
That's because it's built out of a battery pack. Look at how thick that fucking thing is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Look at that battery pack.
We gotta do that, Gary. We totally gotta start putting the timestamp of the yobo appearance in the notes.
Yeah, for people listening on the audio podcast, he's pulled it out one more time.
Fuck
it still
that
looks just as bad as it did before.
Bam! Super Nintendo.
You know why you wouldn't need a yobo is if the Switch finally fucking put out their virtual console.
Yeah, right.
Wireless controller, man. But
I am all over the place. I don't even remember what we're talking about. Oh, top 3.
The Witcher 3 PS4 Pro update, which is checkerboard at 4K and digital.
No, we're not talking about fucking 2015's Game of the Year. We're talking about the rest of 2017.
Okay, I'm ready with my list.
All right, Evil Within, you went with. That's good. I'm with you on Wolfenstein. Talk to me a little bit about Wolfenstein, the new Colossus.
I loved Wolfenstein 1. I love that shit. I played it when it originally came out, and I've been meaning to play it again. But I never got around to playing it again. So I'm just like, all right, well, it's this late. Fuck it. I'll just play the new one. But the way that they made their guns in that game remind me of an Insomniac game. They're just like so much fun. They have like all the crazy rockets and all kinds of like shit blowing up. I love those games. Those games are awesome. Not to mention, you're killing Nazis, man. Like, you can't get much better than that.
Right time, right place for killing Nazis, as far as I'm concerned.
Actually, in the trailer, someone else got fucked like Big Bird as well. Did you see that clip? That was some impressive shit. No, I'm feeling it this time.
Hashtag fucked by I like Big Bird.
And I really like their gunplay. Their gunplay is like so smooth. It runs well. Like it reminds me of Doom, kind of like Doom is man.
Doom was
another level.
I'm
shit.
getting Doom on the Switch, man.
I'm not.
Why? Why would you buy it on the Switch?
Buy it on PC.
It's fucking Doom, and it's on the go. Look, right. Gary, as much as you love PC, put that shit in your pocket, okay?
30 frames on Doom. Are you? That game's designed to be so. Okay, I'm not a frame spy.
Can you play at 60 frames per second on the PlayStation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you play it on the Switch then?
At 30.
Right, look, I want it on the go. I mean, look, Destiny 2 is 30 frames. Nobody's complaining about that there.
Yes, we are.
Look, it runs fine to me. I'm a console gamer. I mean, I'm fine.
In my head, I'm thinking, hey, you can easily get this to run at 30 frames or 60 frames a second as long as it's 1080. They could do that. I'm sorry, they can do that on console. They just don't. On the Pro and on the Xbox One fucking shit stick, whatever the hell they're calling it, that can also run at 60 frames a second. I don't care who you are.
Title. The Xbox One shit stick.
Yeah, I love my Switch, right? I love my Switch. I love Doom. Doom is a game that needs speed. The game is all about movement to evade things. It's like moving around big arenas. They spread this thing out. When the demons spawn, you get like this huge arena to just dance around in. Try dancing at 30 frames per second with the little Joy-Cons. Jesus Christ.
Nope. I'll stick to what's that farming game called?
Stardew Valley, man, that's the shit.
Yes,
that 60 frames per second. I bought that. And Oxenfree, you've got Oxenfree on there, which is like indie game of the year last year.
Don't feed him.
You know what's fucked up? Actually,
he feels me. He feels me, man. The Switch is look at my Switch. Okay, if you look at my Switch, the whole fucking thing is shiny where my buttons are because I wore out the matte finish because that's how much I play handheld. It's never played in dock mode ever.
You know what's fucked up is that if you bought that SNES Classic or what's it called, SNES Mini, what's it called this time?
SNES Mini. Yep.
Yo,
no, it's
most of those games, assuming you're not playing anything 3D on that, are running at 60 frames per second.
Yep.
Yeah, they sure are.
Okay, so that was 2-year games. What was the third one? The first one you mentioned? Oh, it was Gran Turismo. Why are you excited for Gran Turismo?
Yeah. I actually talked about this to Beasley. My brothers, growing up, they got into sim racing and they would force me to play with them. They would force me to play all these sim racing games. Then I worked for BMW. Then from then on, all those dudes at BMW also were into sim racing, and it just kind of progressed from there. Mm-hmm. And Forza is pay to win, so I won't buy that. So I'm looking forward to Gran Turismo for that reason, and it has VR.
VR, baby.
I want to check out the VR. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that.
Pretty good, wasn't it? That was a good VR game.
Hey, now.
It's 8-bit PlayStation VR there.
We love you,
It was
Gary.
like VR if you rub Vaseline on your eyes first and then played the game. That was some good shit there.
It's like, I didn't know they made 8-bit VR games.
Ooh.
Drive Club's the only one, apparently.
Damn, Briar.
Beasley, what do you got? Top 3.
My top 3 games are Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. Skyrim VR.
What?
And PUBG.
What?
On the
PUBG
Xbox.
for the Xbox.
Yeah, PUBG
okay, I can't wait to dig into this. Tell me about Mario Odyssey first.
Well, Mario Odyssey looks like it's going to be one of the best times I've had in years. I'm a huge Mario.
It's a fucking Mario game, right?
Yes, and
it's like a mainline Mario game.
It's a mainline Mario game made in the style of Mario 64, and that's something that, like Mario Sunshine, is made in that style, and it's something I've been wanting for a long time. The game looks fast, it looks amazing, and I just can't wait to see what Nintendo's done with it, man. I've been waiting for this for so long. So many years have I wanted a spiritual successor in that style of Mario game. And from what I understand, this game is going to fill that cup for me. So I'm super excited about it. Huh?
Yeah,
you can't die in this fucking game. That right there turned me off instantly. I was like, wait, you can't die? It's just unlimited lives?
You're like fucking Jesus Mario.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
You got a big long beard.
Look.
I wonder if you can possess Jesus in the game. You can jump into a lot of things.
You throw Cappy at him? Like,
are you looking forward to it because you can jump into a T-Rex? I know you're into your dinosaur games.
God damn it, Gary.
Can you fight
Let me just enjoy my list.
Does the dinosaur have guns?
All right. For me, Mario's not on my list, Beastly.
Mm-hmm.
I took I took a different approach for my list, but I could totally, if you're looking for the best games coming out, like Mario's got to be high up there.
Mario's going to be up there for sure, but it comes out the same day as Wolfenstein. So I will not play Mario until I'm done Wolfenstein.
All right. So your next one. What was your next one?
Skyrim VR.
Skyrim VR. This one's surprising to me, but not that surprising actually. This is coming out for the PlayStation VR, right?
Yeah. This is a huge experience for me. I love Skyrim. I love pretty much all the Elder Scrolls games, and to be able to experience that in a virtual reality setting is just transporting yourself to a magical place and actually feeling like you're there and looking around and doing things, interacting with people, casting spells, defending yourself, just going into caves and finding loot. It's going to be a great experience as long as they do it right.
You know that's already been confirmed to not have locomotion. That's got teleport movement for the whole of Skyrim.
That sucks.
That's confirmed. Like they've said.
Well,
you're going to be the combat.
Skyrim
it's going to be
VR.
That.
I mean, yeah, like if they do it in, if they do it
Bethesda has like a great track record of making broken shit. So I try to avoid everything they make.
Oh man, I love Bethesda. So I mean, I guess we'll sit and see. I'm excited for it. I mean, if it's a playable version of Skyrim that doesn't make me feel like it's a shitty VR rendition of the game, then I'll definitely be excited to play it. And we know what Skyrim is. We played this game, almost 10 years ago at this point, but I'm still excited to have it in VR. It's going to be fun. And my last game is
It makes me feel old as fuck, dude. When you say 10 years for Skyrim?
No, it's I don't know if it's been 10, but it's been a long time. Yeah, it might be 10, might be longer than that. No. And the last game on my list is PUBG on the Xbox.
This one is confusing to me.
Why is that?
Because you have PUBG already on the PC. Why? Like, how does this make it into your top 3 for the rest of the year? I can understand being excited to play it on the Xbox.
Well, you guys know I stopped playing PUBG on PC the day that I found out about the Xbox One X version of the game, the Xbox version. You have not seen me on PUBG at all since that day because I gave up the hope and dreamed that one day these Hans would somehow become a PC player. I'm just not a PC player. I'm not good at it. Bro, you've seen me attempt to play that shit. And on this PC, it's not, up to date and super powerful like you guys. So playing with a controller is probably going to get me just as screwed. So I want to play in my native land. I want to play where I come from. And I understand, people who I understand people who play with mouse and keyboard because they're used to that. Me and Inner Black Ninja had a discussion playing Destiny, and his topic was about, how comfortable you are with the mouse and keyboard. And have you grown more, gotten more of an affinity towards it? Mine has been the opposite. I grew up playing consoles. The first time I ever played a PC game, I was in my mid-30s. So learning this is foreign to me. And forcing myself to learn it when I can still experience it in the way that I've always known. It might be an inferior version. Sure, I'll concede that. It might be, a lackluster version compared to the most high-powered PCs, but that's my native land. That's the place where I'm the most comfortable, and that's the place I'm the most excited to play PUBG.
All right, you made a good argument, I think. I really do.
But, I mean, if you want to play the console version, you could just pick up Fortnite now, which is available on PS4.
That's true. That is a good point. You can actually play Fortnite.
I'm waiting for my Revolver crew to get down with me, man. I'm waiting for the Revolver crew.
I think we got to make a date.
Yeah.
I think you need to make a video.
Can you cross
people
play?
To play Revolver?
Yeah,
you mention how the Revolver crew.
Wait.
No, not with Fortnite. With PUBG.
No, I mean I don't know if it works with PC. But damn, it looks good on the Xbox One X, and I hear it's coming to the PS4.
It is. It is. They're kind of like in money restraints right now. Like
exclusive deal. So it's a timed exclusive, and so I might end up having to buy this game twice. I'll buy it on the Xbox and get comfortable with it, and then I'll buy it on the PS4 when it launches, so I could game share with Kate and we can get down together. But yeah,
supposed to be,
that is going to be a slaughter. If you get used to controlling that game on a controller on the Xbox, and you play it for 3 months, and then you're there for day one release on PlayStation. It's going to be a goddamn slaughterhouse.
I can't
talk about Christmas.
Yeah, right?
Christmas noobs.
You could just use a Zim 4 and be a god at everything with very little skill.
I need to know about that thing.
Yeah,
by the
he
way.
was talking about that earlier
I want to
today.
know about
We're
that
playing
shit.
Destiny, so make sure you give him the keys to the PC kingdom after the show, Gary.
Where is that, man? Stroke your ego, just stomping on children. It's great. My three. We haven't done you yet, Briar, have we? We have.
No, I'll go last. Go ahead, Gary.
Oh, you want me to? Okay. Well, mine. I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm gonna say Destiny 2 PC, because it is technically a new game. We haven't had it yet. It's coming out in 2.5 weeks' time. Yeah. And to me, I feel like, and I'm not going to go into it because we've made people feel bad enough about the console versions. I feel like it's going to be the definitive version of the game for me, because it's going to let me play the game in the way I enjoy playing it. With the frame rate I enjoy, with the inputs I enjoy, and in the ecosystem that I enjoy. The fact I can send chat messages to my friends natively. I can ask my whole clan in one channel. I just send it to the clan channel. I can type a message in game. It's got all the utility things that I want.
There's something else though, isn't there, Gary?
What is
the game? When we played it, the PC beta, the game felt better.
Oh hell yeah, it did.
Yeah, the sandbox felt better, but
even with a controller.
I mean, I plugged the controller in for one game because I had 4 hours total, and I kind of didn't want to use it.
I played quite a bit with a controller, and I can absolutely say that game controlled better on PC with a controller than it does on the PlayStation 4. No doubt about it.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't. The whole time I played, I didn't play with a controller. I played with keyboard and mouse the whole time.
It felt more like Destiny 1 than Destiny 2 does. Destiny 2, I made a video actually because after the PC beta, I was so excited because I felt like they had fixed a lot of the issues that I had with the console beta. And it turned out, no, that was just different on PC.
Damn.
The game, Beastly and Gary, you guys had a discussion in our Twitter message box where Gary was like, I'm really excited for the PC version. And Beastly's like, it's the same fucking game. I'm telling you, the game feels better on the PC based on the beta. Maybe they've changed it. Maybe they've rolled back how well the controller feels on the PC. But I'm telling you, hand cannons felt better. Aiming felt better. Snipers felt better. The game felt more like Destiny 2 or Destiny 1 than Destiny 2 on the consoles. And it's really bizarre because
what's the release date for the
developed.
PC version?
It's not being developed by Bungie. Being developed by, help me out, Gary.
Vicarious Visions.
Vicarious Visions. It's very strange. It's very strange.
They did,
what's
and
the release date of this?
Also, they just patched another game. I can't think of it right now, but it was an amazing game that they patched, ported over. Sorry, I can't think of the game right now. Damn it, it's bothering me.
You know what, guys? I don't know how well this PC will hold up. I'll probably have to run it on low settings, but I think I'll grab it on PC. I don't want to be left behind again.
I mean, we might be talking out of our asses. It might be that when it plays, they've aligned the sandboxes, and it feels like the console. But the beta felt really, really nice. Like it felt great. The other thing as well is that I feel it will be a great experience for PC players that have completely ignored it on console because they're going to have less time to wait in the content drought, whatever you want to call it. I think by the time they hit the end game position, we're like going to be almost in December, which will be perfect time for the first DLC. So I think it's going to be a better delivery path. So yeah, I think for anyone that's skipped Destiny so far and is waiting for the PC, they're going to have a great time.
They made Crash.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's what I was thinking of. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's number one.
Yeah. What's next, Gary?
So next one that I'm looking at to mix things up a bit is actually Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And that for me is...
What's the next one?
It's an interesting
wow, bro. That's actually a really good RPG, man.
I like JRPGs. I like them. I've always liked them.
One was really good, but every gameplay I've seen of 2, it doesn't intrigue me in the slightest, even a little bit.
Really? I'm a sucker for anime characters, and
I am too. This is my jam.
He's talking about a different kind of anime character than you, though.
Oh, okay. He's talking.
She was wearing a great bustier, and that was it. I was sold.
Japanese donks.
That was it. No, for me, I mean, like, I'm not going to go into it at depth, but Xenoblade Chronicles, not X so much, but Chronicles was a great game. I've played that on like 3 different platforms, like Wii U, and new 3DS. So I've played the game 3 times. I love it. I like what they did. I'm a sucker for any JRPG, so I'm going to play it, and I'm looking forward to playing another big JRPG on my Switch, because the last one I played was I Am Setsuna, which is a big JRPG, but it's a different aesthetic. You know, it's not full 3D. And it's turn-based.
Did you play Ni no Kuni?
Yes, Ni no Kuni 1 on the PS3, and it's pissed me off we've never got an HD remake or a PC port. Because
or 2. 2 was supposed to be out on November 11th, and they pushed it.
2 looks like ass, though. Visually.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god!
They've killed the Pokemon aspect. To me, Ni no Kuni,
yes, which I do not like, because that was the force of that game.
Yeah, I like collecting the little minions and doing my whole getting my Pokemon on and doing all that stuff. The fact that it's just, well, yeah, it's like that's what I played it for. And for me, it's like, I'll buy it, I'll play it. I ordered the collector's edition just because. But
you want a tree on your desk?
Yeah, I want a music box.
Something like that ridiculous.
Yeah, like a little music box. I'm down with that shit. My third game that I'm looking forward to is actually Fallout 4 VR, which is probably pissed on your parade there, Brian, because I know that you're keen on that myself. But for me, Fallout 4 VR will give me a good reason to play a full-length AAA game on my Rift again. Because my Rift, I do still dig out, and I played like virtual reality, like the Rick and Morty VR game, and had a great time on that. Like, the fiance and I played that for like 4 hours. Fucking loved it. I've been back in Google Earth so many times. Like, I like Google Earth. What can I say? I've said that so many times in VR. But that, to me, if I can play Fallout 4, which is a game that I maybe put 4 hours into total, if I could play it again and be inside the wasteland and go exploring it, for me, that could be game of the year for me, at least. Personal game of the year, not obviously universal.
And locomotion is part of that, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, that's what my question was.
Yeah.
Oh,
so are you going to be able to move your character freely or not?
Yeah, and the good thing about it is it's got the VATS targeting system, so you get rid of all of that pain of trying to shoot and move in VR. You can just freeze time, point at the body parts you want to shoot at, and then it does it.
I feel like gunplay just plays to VR strength so much better than sword play. Nobody's really figured out how to do sword play yet.
That's how you break your TV.
Sword play I feel like it should work on a momentum equals damage system, where the bigger the movement you make, the more damage you do, so that you can't just wiggle your controller in front of you and do like max damage. But nobody's done that yet, or they haven't figured it out yet. But Fallout 4, you're going to be immersed in the world of Fallout for the first time. And I was not impressed by that game when it came out.
Sure weren't.
But playing it in VR and being able to have access to that arsenal in VR like that, Gary, I think it may not be the best game of the year, but it's the one that I'm looking out for the most, because I feel like it's going to be one of the most influential to the future of gaming.
Yeah.
Especially VR world.
Yeah.
VR needs something like that to really push it. Like, if they don't get it like at the perfect time, VR could go one way or the other.
Just as a proof of concept, can you play a game like this in VR? This is a 100-hour plus game, right?
Yeah.
Can you do that in VR? Like, is that like a thing that people can do or are willing to do? Can you wander the wasteland standing up in VR, or are gamers just not willing to play that way? Is it just not going to be a thing? I think this is a testing ground for VR.
This isn't a Resident Evil 7 either. Like, there's no barrier to entry here. Whereas I hated Res Evil 7 because I don't like horror games. So it scared me, and I took the headset off. Yeah, I'm a pussy, man. I'll admit it. You know?
No, I tried it, and I'm by far not a pussy. But that shit was scary as fuck. That shit was super scary. Like, you might gotta buy the right diapers and have the right diet and all kinds of shit when you play that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a pussy, Gary. The game definitely has its moments, man.
Especially in VR.
I love horror, man. I soak it up.
But Fallout 4, Gary, I completely agree with you. This is on my list as well, just because of what it means to the future of gaming. You know, like, this can be proof of concept that this VR works for real games, or it could be proof of concept that we're barking down the wrong tree here.
So is that your first pick? Have
Oh,
I
absolutely.
stolen one
Absolutely.
of your picks?
Well,
Oh,
I think
wow.
all of my games have been picked. I'm also on board with Gran Turismo. I'm really
What?
looking forward to that game because it is being released in VR. I've been playing, I don't talk about it much, but I play a lot of Dirt 4 Rally in VR, and I love it.
I heard good things about that. Also, Gran Turismo you can download right now. Start downloading it because it's 43 gigs. Just saying.
3 gigs, holy shit.
It's huge. It's huge because the content that you get in the actual game, it's a trial. It runs all the way to the day that the game drops, and everything you earn in the game up until then, it'll transfer over to the actual real game.
That's fucking cool. So for me, virtual reality, one of the best uses for virtual reality is driving games. Being in the cockpit of a car, having a fully realized cockpit, if I'm a Mercedes, I feel like I'm in a Mercedes. If I'm in a Ferrari, I feel like I'm a Ferrari. But also the driving is so much better in VR because you're not just looking at a screen that is in front of you. That's not how you drive. When you drive, you look at the apex of a corner and then you turn the car to that. Right?
Yeah.
You're not looking straight ahead of you all the time. You're certainly not above the car. Driving games are so improved by VR, and Gran Turismo are some of the best driving games. The care they put into the driving model and the tracks and the cars, having this on PSVR is definitely one of the most exciting things of the year for me.
Is this game fully playable in VR?
No.
It's like it's a mode, but everything you unlock in that mode is also transferring over to your career character. So it's like the more you play in it, you're still unlocking things. It's not like there's no point in doing it, which is good.
So my excitement for that game is purely for the VR mode. I can't wait. I love driving games in VR. Drive Club, Gary, you made fun of it. I bet I played 50 hours of that, and it was bad.
Hey.
It was not good.
It was bad.
It was.
Do you have the steering wheel and the pedals? Because I need to get more into this because I've got Project Cars that I bought for VR.
I don't like Project Cars.
I played a bit of it. I actually really liked it. It felt to me really good. It looked pretty. I'm not an enthusiast, so to me, if it looks nice, I'm bad at it. I spent most of the time driving in the dirt off the track anyway. But with the keyboard and mouse or a controller, you don't get that immersion for driving. Do you have pedals and a wheel and stuff?
I do for the PlayStation 2, which worked on the PlayStation 3 and may work on the PlayStation 4. I don't know.
The PlayStation 4 just released a new Logitech wheel. It's actually decently priced. I think you get the whole thing with a shifter knob, and they have the clutch pedals already put in. I think it's $280 with everything.
That's a lot.
So it's not that bad.
$280 is a lot.
When you think of like a Thrustmaster wheel, Thrustmaster wheels they can be like $400, and all you're getting is the motor. All you're getting is the thing that holds the damn wheel, and then you have to buy really nice pedals and buy a shifter. Like when you step up into the sim world, it's a whole nother realm. Yeah. It's like how Gary is with PCs. That's how the sim world is.
I'd like to get the full setup.
Sim world can't be that bad.
It's hard for me to justify.
Oh, it's crazy.
That. It's really hard for me to justify that. And to me, the headset tracking is really the big draw because being able to look at the apex of a corner, like I said before, it's so much more realistic. It's so much better. My last pick is I'm going to echo Inner Black Ninja here is Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. Yes. Wolfenstein: The New Order is a fantastic game. I played through that again this summer live on stream, and I just had a ball playing it. The story is so good, and what we've seen from trailers of the story of the new game, it looks like it's going to take it to a whole new level. I like the shooting, but I really love what they did with the story, and killing Nazis is going to take place in America, and I feel like it couldn't be more topical right now. You know what I mean? Like I haven't wanted to kill Nazis in a long time, but I'm really feeling it right now. I'm really feeling that need. Let's go out there and kick some Nazi skulls in. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's really feeling
that. Beasley, did you play one?
Yeah. Well, I didn't beat it. I did not beat one.
Oh man! Like once you get past like the 45 minutes, like an hour point of the first one,
the beginning is real slow.
Yeah. Not to mention what I give props on Wolfenstein for. They're not trying to like put added on bullshit into their game for people to buy it. They're like, hey, it's a campaign. Either you like it or you don't. Yeah. You know, which is awesome to me because I'm all about stories. I want to play a fucking good story, and that's all I'm about, really.
It sounds like these games are very heavy in story. Maybe I should.
It's super good. I mean, they had fucking Jimi Hendrix in the first one, man.
Yeah. Yes.
Jimi motherfucking Hendrix.
Or fake Jimi Hendrix. Depending on the timeline you took. If you took a different timeline, you didn't get Jimmy.
You mean they actually had him in the game?
Yeah.
Yes. Without getting copyrighted by Nintendo. Yes.
It was a pretty awesome moment. Like when you figure out who he's supposed to be, you know?
Yes.
But there's all sorts of great moments in there. There's your first encounter with, is it Helga on the train?
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Whatever it is, Frau Uglick or something.
Yeah. When you first encounter her and you realize that, she's basically just toying with your life here because she's got all this power. When you first get to explore the home base and you meet Max and you meet all these different characters. I mean, go ahead.
When you dream and go into the old school, oh my god!
Way back in the early '90s, right?
Yeah,
I love that game. And what they showed in the trailers, when they showed that trailer at E3, where they're in the middle of this fucking intense ass firefight, and this dude obviously just dropped a tab of LSD, and he sees this little fucking cartoon character bounce around.
Yeah.
I was like, sold.
So it sounds like I should definitely go back and play part 1.
I highly recommend anyone who's a shooter fan, if play that and play Doom. If you haven't played either one of those games,
I love Doom. That's why I'm buying it again on the Switch.
Yeah. It feels like in Wolfenstein 2 as well, from what I've seen from the 2 trailers, especially the second trailer. The first trailer was great, but the second trailer was spectacular. I feel like they've taken and learned. So Bethesda, or I think it's Bethesda developing it, have taken and learned from the first game and said, right, what did the reviewers enjoy? What did the fans enjoy? Let's just double down on that. Let's go even fucking crazier, more comical, more fun, more energetic. And I think we're going to get something really special with Wolfenstein 2, actually.
I think you're right. Shit. And it's now come out that this is kind of a planned 3-part trilogy.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. This is going to be the middle. And you always know the second one is the best one out of the 3.
Yep. Back to the Future. Come on now.
Yep. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I heard that shit because there was an interview they said about why does it not have Mecha Hitler in it? Because they were like, oh, you had Mecha Hitler in the old game. Why is it not there?
It's going to be a number 3.
They said, where do you go after you kill Mecha Hitler? They said, we've got to save him for the finale.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, is that trilogy? And they said, we're not saying anything, but, expect Mecha Hitler at some point in the franchise. So
when you get that gun that cuts through the fences, I was like, this is fucking dope. This is amazing. This is some Nintendo shit right here.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that game. The first one was so fucking good, and I had kind of forgotten how good it was till I replayed it again this summer, and then I was totally on board again. I'm so ready for number 2.
I was watching your streams, and that got me more and more hyped for 2 every day. I'd come home from work, and it'd be perfect timing. I'd get whatever I wanted to snack on and a beverage, and I'd sit down and Briar's playing Wolfenstein. I'd be like, shit, I love this fucking game.
Some good shit.
Wow, I definitely feel left behind here. I need to play that game. I might take some time away from Destiny 2 and go through that campaign.
Don't lie.
Playing that day one for sure. I can't wait.
I'm gonna try, Justin. I can try, can I?
You could try. You can try all you want.
I can try.
That's just a drip.
Yeah, that's it. Destiny 2 is heroin at this point. If I'm not trying to get higher light with my first character, I'm trying to level up my second, and it's I feel like it's a new child I gotta take care of.
I feel like it's hit you harder because you didn't play 1 as much.
I played my shit.
I played 1. I had 3 characters max, and now with 2, I'm like, do I want to start a second character? Or do I want to play it on PC?
I want to do that to myself.
I'd rather just start whatever second character I would think of making on PC and play on PC. Which is where I'm at right now with it.
Sure.
PC is definitely going to be my main platform.
Yes.
Destiny 2.
Yeah, I actually tried the Nightfall and that level 300 mission from the raid with one of my subscribers, And he said, Beasley, I used to always play The Last of Us with you, man. I always wanted to play with you there. And you were always playing that game. I can't believe you're always here on Destiny now. I told him I hadn't played The Last of Us since this game came out. So, yeah.
Guys, I got to run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm surprised this is your first time. Shit.
I know, man. It's been popping.
Fuck that. Got a bladder of monster right there.
Yeah.
So it's really a good time to make the transition as well, because I feel like we can move on to our penultimate topic quite well there. You were talking about, how to, I guess, transition to PC and when do I transition, what do I do? The next topic we were looking at was how can you get more comfortable with keyboard and mouse? So people that are looking to make that transition, and for people that have moved and play a lot of games on PC, how can you flip back and play games on a controller again? So I guess to kick off the topic there, I really, really struggle playing shooters on a controller. I've got no skill with a thumbstick. So I'm awful at it, really, really bad. I do play with a controller. Like I played ukulele. I completed that on PC recently. And obviously I wouldn't play it with keyboard and mouse. I played that all with the Xbox One controller and really enjoyed it. But as soon as you need precision aiming, just thumbsticks don't do it for me. So I really, really struggle moving back from keyboard and mouse to controller. So I can completely see where you come from on that. Like, do you guys find that you find shooters easy with a controller? Because I know that things like Destiny need a metric ton of aim assist to make that shit feel good.
Let me go first, BC. Let me go first.
Baby.
Okay, so I thought of this while I was playing PUBG. I purposely played PUBG for a week straight without picking up a controller, and I've only played that for a week. And Destiny was the first time I played in a week was today with you, Beasley. So it's extremely fucking hard for me to aim with a controller now that I've played PUBG. And I've played, what else did I play? I played something else, Counter-Strike, and I played one other game with my buddy, Arma. And since playing with PC, with keyboard and mouse, it's really hard for me to aim with a controller now. I don't, and
wow,
when I booted up Destiny, I literally went to my keyboard and mouse when I booted up. I'm like, wait, it's telling me hit X. I'm like,
oh
shit, not the way it goes. And dude, I'm seriously, I'm really fucking good at PUBG. I'm a beast with keyboard and mouse. And now when I play with a controller, I fucking suck. I'm horrible.
Oh my god.
And it transfers over. The PvE, PvP, I don't care what I'm playing. I play like shit with a controller now, which is hard to believe. And that's
how long have you been on this PC tangent? How long have you been doing that? Because I know you used to be like exclusively console.
Yep. PC. I don't own an Xbox anymore. So for those of you that don't know, I've had all consoles up until roughly a year ago when I built my PC. I got rid of my Xbox the same day I built my PC. It was around the same time that Microsoft said, "Hey, our games are coming to PC," and I was like, "Well, why the fuck do I own your console now?"
Damn.
Like every Cuphead, Forza.
Look at the grin on Gary's face. I just want to say,
yeah, he's loving it.
One of us, man. It's one of us.
This is what I thought of right when they said that. I said, "Why do I own a console of yours, and why would I buy an Xbox One now?" Because everything you're releasing, Crackdown, Forza, Gears of War. Some portions of Halo, if you really care. Why would you play Halo when you have Destiny, which is better? Cuphead, exactly like you said. State of Decay. All these games are coming to PC. Why do I own an Xbox? I don't need one. So I traded it in. And I built a PC, and since then, I've slowly, as time goes, I've fallen in love with it. Like the only game that I wish would come to something else is Sunset Overdrive. Because that game was amazing, and I truly do believe that's still the best game on Xbox One, and Ori and the Blind Forest, but that's on PC. So
yeah,
what the fuck do they have now to offer me? Sorry, it's not in the topic, but towards the keyboard and mouse, yeah. I'm super fond of keyboard and mouse now, and I've been obsessed with. That's why I brought up the whole Zim thing before with you. How does that work, and where can I get one from?
All right, so
I'll let Lucy talk and then I'll get into that.
Well, hearing you guys talk about this, it's led me to one conclusion. The conclusion is, if you're a console gamer like me, and you build a PC, which I'm going to do, and you start gaming there, you're going to lose your skill or lose your affinity towards playing with a controller. It sounds like that's what happens. Or you become so accustomed to the precision aim and precision controls of a PC that the console doesn't live up to your expectations anymore. And so I asked myself, do I want to, is that what I want? Do I want to move away from this? Or is it easier for me to just, it's like Cypher from The Matrix. When he was talking to Agent Smith and he took a bite of that steak, he said, I know it's not real. Ignorance is bliss.
Yes, exactly. And what you said with the whole console to controller to what you're doing, that it's along the lines of that you get more used to the accuracy and to be spot on. And then when you go to a joystick and you're like,
yeah, it's not the same.
I feel like when I pick up a controller, I should be wearing a helmet. No bullshit. That's how I feel. And it's so sad that I feel that way.
Oh my God.
And this is coming from 20 some years of this console gaming. Beasley, you know more than most. I haven't fucked with a PC until like a year ago.
Yeah. That's why this comes as a big, when we were playing Destiny earlier and you told me that, I was like, what the hell happened to him? I'm thinking and so like in my mind, I'm thinking that there's something I'm missing, right? I'm playing on a laptop, a laptop keyboard.
Yeah,
people buy keyboards to game on. I'm playing on just generic $15, $20 mouse.
What is that?
Wireless mouse.
It's
wireless?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. No wonder why you fucking don't know what PC's about.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to learn sometime. I went fishing 3 times. I had to ask questions yesterday too. But right. I mean, that's how you find out. And so I'm thinking that maybe I don't have the right equipment to even get started, and I need to try some other things. But at the same time,
every time I talk to Ryan on Air PC, he's like, "When's Beasley gonna call me?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we're getting things together now, Briar, and I'm definitely going to do that.
It's just for the genre of games. Like my opinion is that it's not all about keyboard and mouse for everything, like I said, but for shooters. Like strategy games, like if I'm playing things like like Command and Conquer style games or like Age of Empires, whatever, Civ, that to me is a keyboard and mouse game. Like League of Legends, like a MOBA, keyboard and mouse game. Shooters, keyboard and mouse game. Platformer, controller game, 100% can get you. Like you say, the side-scrolling shooters, platformers, always going to go for a controller. But why you would ever put yourself through a first-person shooter on a controller is fucking beyond me. Like, anyone that chooses to play that on that needs to have their head examined.
All right. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up.
That's hardcore, Gary. It's really hardcore, man.
Briar's 2 beers in.
Shit.
All right. I truly enjoy gaming on a console. There's something about the controller experience that... as far as I've experienced, the PC just doesn't offer with a mouse and keyboard, and that is feet up, leaning back on the couch. Yeah, I've seen like these lap boards and these things that you're supposed to have on your couch. Fuck that. Like I look at those, I'm like, man, it's $100 for the board. Then you got to add a $150 keyboard to it and a $70 mouse to it. I'm out like $200 some for this thing that I'm trying to balance on my lap in my living room.
Looks like you're having breakfast in bed and shit.
Right? Like, come on. So that's a big problem for me. And I do like to game in my living room with my feet up on my big comfy couch. And I have a Steam box to do that, so I do play PC games and I plug a controller into that. I have plugged a keyboard and mouse into there to play PUBG in my living room.
On your Steam box?
Yeah. And it was, it's a mess. I got like the thing on my coffee table. I'm sitting with my back against the couch, like on the floor with my fucking hands in my on the coffee table.
He's got the dinner trays out.
What the fuck am I even doing here right now?
There's nothing stopping you using a controller on a PC. It's just, for my opinion, like, why? The scenario you described, I've done that this week. In fact, I've done that. I've got the Steam box or the Steam Link, whatever it is. Sorry. And sat on my sofa and I've played some games on controller. Mass Effect Andromeda I actually stuck back into just to see if it got any better. It hasn't. Don't play it. But for me, it's like, if I'm in that environment, why the fuck am I going into a competitive shooter with my feet up on just so I can get farmed? Like, no, I'm gonna do that.
I'm not as competitive as you are, Gary. I'll jump into the Crucible and I will just not give a shit about my KD, and I'll be just talking about fucking Big Bird for an hour, like not really giving a shit whether I live or die. Like I'm just having a good time because I'm hanging out with my homies. Like I like sometimes I do get competitive, right? Sometimes I really do buckle down and I really want to just kill fuckers and I want to win, like Trials of the Nine, you know?
Trials of the Nine, yeah.
Kill fuckers.
But sometimes I'm just goofing around.
Laid back, yeah.
You know, I got dumb weapons, you know, and I'm just trying to like do stupid stuff in the Crucible. Maybe I do this all the time actually for my YouTube channels. I'll do a review on just a bad weapon and I'll spend 2-3 hours in the Crucible knowing I'm going to get my ass kicked because this weapon sucks. I knew that going into it and I just need clips of it for YouTube. So like there is... But for me, the controller does have a place. You know, when I play Cuphead, I don't want to fucking play that on a keyboard and mouse.
For sure.
Yeah,
for
I hear you there. I hear you.
Like, and now I don't. You know, I just got this from Scuff. They sent me a free controller because the other podcast I'm on, the Destiny Community Podcast, got sponsored by them. And you know, we had a long conversation. Man. Isn't it? It's really nice.
That's fucking.
We had a long conversation.
Wait. Since you're on that controller, are they worth the money?
Man, money has different values to different people, but this is a PlayStation controller that's shaped like a Xbox 360 controller. It's bigger than a PlayStation controller, so it fits my hands better. It's more comfortable than an Xbox One controller. The sticks are replaceable. It's super easy to do it. It's got the paddles in the back. You can even customize the length of the triggers. It's going to cost you $200. To me, yeah, I would say it's worth it. $200 is different value to different folk. You know,
play a lot of video games.
You play a lot of fucking video games for $200. You know,
that's a beautiful controller.
I sit here for 4 to 8 hours a day playing video games. So $200 controllers
sounds horrible.
I don't know if Beastly has a hard-on for the controller or for how long you play video games.
Both. Let me see the controller again and keep talking, Brian.
All right, I'll hold it up for you, Beastly.
I want to hear. I want to hear it softly.
But to me, like a controller, for some instances, and even in a first-person shooter, for some instances, is just preferable to me than a keyboard and mouse. Yeah, if I want to play PUBG and I want to actually get a kill, it's got to be with keyboard and mouse.
Yeah. I feel like a controller makes me a worst. It just makes me a worse player in general. Like I feel like the tool is not capable of doing what my skill is like. You know what I mean? Like my skill is greater than the tool that you've given me. You know, it's like giving a master craftsman's like a fucking Fisher Price toolkit. You know, like, and that's kind of what it is. You know, you can't build a house with this plastic hammer that squeaks every time I hit the ground with it. You know,
Gary,
it's like,
let me just say this, right? As someone who doesn't, I'm not good on mouse and keyboard. Wilson, someone who's good at both, he said that he's playing with a controller and first-person shooters on PC against people on mouse and keyboard. He wins routinely. So I mean, that can be a subjective thing. Some people just might be better, some people than others with a controller as well. I feel like if I was to play a competitive shooter, I might lose more than I win, but I feel like I would be able to
There was a very specific situation happening with the Destiny PC.
People didn't know about Destiny. And there was a lot of people coming in that already knew about Destiny.
And they were using controllers.
Yep.
And we were fucking racking the kills up. We were fucking them like Big Bird.
Give them 2 weeks to learn the game, and you're going to have a whole different world on your hands.
Yeah, I don't know. Like... We'll see. But there was definitely a very unique situation happening.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned Zim4 at the start. That to me, I'm that bad at controller that I have to use an adapter. We've been through this before, the Zim4, which just lets me plug keyboard and mouse into my consoles. So when I'm playing Xbox or PlayStation, even if it's a game like Horizon Zero Dawn, there was a lot of bow aiming in that. That's not a competitive shooter, but I found that game infuriating to play with a controller. But when I got on a keyboard and mouse and played it, and I enjoyed the game no end. Like, really enjoyed, being able to make those trick shots on the creatures. So for me, it's just my preferred style of play, full stop. I cannot play any shooter, anything that requires precision thumb aim with a controller. Can't do it.
I'm still working on beating that game.
Horizon.
Yeah, Zelda done shit in that cereal real quick.
It'll do that.
He's shitting that cereal. Yeah, well, it's true. Horizon was an amazing game. I can't wait for the DLC to drop.
But I mean,
if you want to,
no, November
story isn't.
Oh, the Zim 4 is $130.
It's worth it.
Okay. So this is my question about the Zim 4. When you hook that up, do you get aim assist on Destiny? How the fuck does that work with keyboard and mouse?
Yeah, you get loads of shit. There's like a lot of different calibrations you can do on it. So you can set the stick accelerations, the dead zones, etc. If you plug it in natively, it will be really wonky because you'll move your mouse and then the mouse will like accelerate crazy because all it's doing is emulating you tilting your stick. And you get near a player and it will slow down, and then you move off the player and it will speed up again. So it's really, really difficult to
so you're a fucking cheater. Is that what you're telling me? You're a cheater?
I will admit that I cheat significantly on Destiny. It's the only way I can beat people. But I actually...
Hey, you want to do trials? You want to stay up a little bit later?
Yeah, we need you for that, Gary, please.
I'm down to fuck, man, but that's tomorrow. It's going to be 2 a.m. by the time this finishes. I don't know. For me, the Zim, if you set it up right, it can feel close to a keyboard and mouse. Imagine your keyboard and mouse was just really limited on the DPI. Like, you still can't turn quickly because it's as quick as the game will let you turn. So you've still got, like, console limitations. It's like if a keyboard and mouse player was playing that had, like, a slightly remedial keyboard and mouse player. That's kind of how you play consoles, like a slow player.
Yeah, I think, Justin, when you play on a controller, you turn the settings up to 10, right?
They can't get high enough on Destiny for me.
So for me, I play at 4 because it's about as fast as I can process information and be accurate at long ranges.
Okay.
But I feel like the real advantage that that setup would give me is that I would be able to play at 10, have the precision of a mouse. It would be a big bump. Just that, but.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
And there's slight things like, you can move, jump, and shoot and aim. Everything you can do with a scuff. You can like be reviving or picking up stuff while still turning and shooting. It's just effectively like playing a keyboard and mouse shooter. But yeah, I'd recommend it. $130 in my opinion. Cheaper than a scuff, and it works on any game and any console. And it's not just keyboard and mouse. You can plug in like a Wiimote if you want to. Anything,
Wait, what? You can plug in a fucking Wiimote? How does that work?
He piqued his interest. Look at his eyes.
You gotta put candles. You gotta put candles on the TV and shit.
No, it's just all it does is it's a processor. So it takes the signal from one device that you're using and converts it into the signal process of another device.
Oh, so there's all kinds of motherfuckers out there cheating, huh?
Plenty of cheaters.
Motherfuckers be
in
cheating.
Overwatch, Overwatch is like trying to figure out how to get them out of the game on PC, PS4, and Xbox. Because
I commend them for that.
I've done it in Overwatch, and to be honest with you, Overwatch it is a big advantage because you can play a precision McCree, like you can play McCree as you would play it on PC, but you're also limited by the fact that Overwatch console doesn't feel like Overwatch PC because it's got a hard 60 frames lock, and it's also V-synced, so there's delay on input, so it helps, but it's not. It's cheating, but it's not game-breaking cheating.
So how many other sneaky motherfuckers are out there doing this shit? Is there a lot?
There's a ton.
Loads of us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call everybody that kills me a person who's using a Zim. Then
it helps.
Everybody I play against in trials must be Zim players.
Oh
yeah, they are definitely in trials. Fucking
probably DDoS too.
Yeah. I've got a DDoS.
Slowing you down.
I'm blaming everything on me sucking.
Yeah, my mouse has a DDoS key set up. It's this one right here. Instant DDoS the enemy team right there.
All of them. I think we've got the most important topic to finish on. This one is the one that everyone.
The most important, and backed by popular demand, we're going to keep this ball rolling. Revolver decides the new segment of our show where the Revolver team gets together and decides definitively together on a particular topic. And today's topic is who would you marry, kill, and bang, and in which order for the Destiny Vanguard Leader edition. So these
Big
are the
Bird, Elmo, Bert.
That's next week.
I feel like Revolver Decides needs a theme song. Can we go like by next week?
We might need. I think you might be right. A little jingle for Revolver Decides.
We need a jingle for Revolver Decides.
Okay,
Right,
if you can implement it during the show, I will.
Justin, are this: we have to before the segment can end.
I listened to that bullshit PS4 one. By the way, that's some nonsense. You guys are fucking crazy. I'm just saying.
I fought against that. We got the SNES.
He fought for the 360.
Fucking
Justin.
PS4 garbage. No offense.
I did it under duress, Justin. I did it under duress.
Super.
BC, you heard PS4 and your eyes lit up.
Yeah.
I can vote for a Sony console.
He was trying to tell his wife to come in the room, make another kid right quick. Come here, Kate. Come here.
He was underneath the desk.
All right. So the rules are, for anybody who isn't familiar, we have a decision to make, and the segment cannot end until the decision is unanimous. So we have to agree on who to marry, fuck, or kill. Zavala, Ikora, or Cade 6 from the Destiny series.
Oh my God.
Gary, I feel like you should start this one up.
Right, I think there's no easy choices here because I think they all bring their own advantages to the table.
It is easy choices.
Cade 6 would be a fantastic date. You know, he'd take you out and you'd be laughing the whole time. It'd be so cool. You just want to touch his beautiful, beautiful horn as much as you could. Zavala, he's got like strong masculine blue arms that could just wrap around you and make you feel like, you know, that's just daddy hugging you right there. And, you know, the strong, booming voice of
Definitely
Lance
want a
Reddick
spoon with Zavala, right?
Oh, yeah, man.
He's
Could
the
you
big
imagine?
spoon, though. You don't try and
Could you
big
imagine?
spoon Zavala. He's taking that position.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Zavala behind you?
He's a power top.
Yeah. Zavala behind you with the fist of havoc just pounding. You know, it's just that's a strong male figure that I think I need in my life. You know, imagine like you have to go out. All of us here are men. I'm going to hazard a guess and say we're heterosexual men. And you've got that relationship where you have to be the strong provider. You know, you have to protect your significant other. Wouldn't it be nice just once to have a big, strong man that could pick you up in his arms and look after you? I don't know. For me, that's a big weight off my shoulders that I've carried all these years. And Zavala could bring that to me. So I'm making the case I would marry Zavala right now.
Okay.
You know,
all right. So you're marrying Zavala.
this is me. I'm going to marry Zavala and I'm going to have that security blanket. You know, if I get in trouble, I can ring up my boyfriend. I can ring up Zavala. You know, Zavala's going to come in and go, I don't have to, you know, there's noise downstairs at night. I can lean over and be like, honey, Zavala, downstairs, you know, and he's like guardian and, you know, goes down there and does that shit, you know, handles it. That to me is a no-brainer. Now, Justin? I'm stuck because, well, I'm just going to say I'm stuck with who I'm going to marry, with fuck and kill. Oh, God. You know, I'm going to pass this over because I'm marrying Zavala, but, you know, you guys might disagree.
Uh-huh. Okay, so who you gonna fucking kill?
I'm passing it. I'm letting you guys.
Oh, you're not even hazarding a guess. Beasley, I feel like you got some strong words to make right now.
Man, don't follow this UK clown. All right, we do things differently in the fucking US. Shit, fucking Zavala. I'm always the power top. Anyway, my thoughts on who you'd marry, fuck, or kill. All right, so you'd have to fuck. You'd have to fuck Cade 6.
He said you'd have to fuck. We're American. You'd have to fuck.
You'd have to fuck Cade 6. Now, Cade 6...
Is that all he deserves?
Got a great person. Yeah. He got a great personality, always cracking jokes. And you don't want that around you all the time because there's nothing like a jibber jabber constantly in your face talking shit. So you want to fuck Cade 6 one time.
Talks right during that movie. Right in the middle of that movie. The climax of the movie, all the tension, you're fully immersed in that movie. Yep. Cade 6 over here cracking jokes.
Yep. So look, you get away with fucking Cade 6 once, and then the guilt of fucking another male goes away because in your mind
he's not a male. He's an exo.
Yeah, it's a male exo. It's a fucking robot. So it's not like you know Zavala. You fuck Zavala, you're gonna be at home, you know, washing yourself up and gargling bleach. Yeah. You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
You're having all kinds of cushions and shit to sit on, all kinds of painkillers you're popping.
Zavala and give you all these pharmaceutical meds to keep you sedated through the pain. So Cade 6 is who you fuck. Zavala gets killed because, like I said, there's only one power top in my bedroom, and I can't relinquish my manhood for some blue motherfucker. And thirdly, of course, you marry Ikora because you're heterosexual males, and you want to see what she looks like when she starts growing her fucking hair.
No
Easy.
way do you marry Ikora Ray. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, fuck her.
Fuck that bitch. No.
Well,
Why not?
If you marry her, the fucking comes with it, man.
That's some self-righteous, sanctimonious arsehole. That's the girl you avoided and dodged. That's like the near miss that almost happened. No. Zavala's like the man. Ikora's like every crazy ex-girlfriend who thought she knew everything and was right on everything.
I feel like I'm with Gary on this. Like, I can't live with Ikora. She does feel like that crazy. Just her, like, her crisis that she has in Destiny 2 is like, I don't want to deal with that bullshit every day, man.
And,
I need a woman
she throws Nova bombs as soon as she gets pissed off too. You see what she did with that
man.
shit?
She's gonna fuck your shit up.
Yeah.
Ikora seems like a bitch with a big family. Got like 16 brothers that'll all come get your ass.
Yeah. The Warlock orders, man. She's gonna.
Imagine the kind of magic she could do for you after you get married, though, Gary.
Beasley, I understand your attachment to being heterosexual, but I think in this situation we might have to look past that.
Damn
you might have to spread them cheeks, homie.
No.
And who could look after you better than Zavala? You looking in marriage, you're looking for a strong partner, right? That's gonna protect and bring home, and support and be there. Solidarity. I think Zavala is that man. He's dependable.
He's not be crazy.
And you make your Titan in Destiny, right? And Zavala's like, yeah, you still ain't bigger than me.
Yeah.
He's like, well, you're a Titan. You ain't shit. He's like the king of the Titans.
Short for a Titan.
I gotta look at I gotta look at some of this chat. I'm dying to know what I'm saying.
I would never pick. I would kill Ikora because she gives me all my fucking doubles and she doesn't give me anything good. So she should die for sure.
Okay.
She gives me all the nonsense.
Dave Security said Ikora is gay anyway, isn't she? I don't know. She seems very stern. She seems very stern.
She must not want the dick because she's giving me doubles.
I haven't looked up Ikora's sexuality.
I think for the purpose of this, gender and sexuality is irrelevant. I think in this purpose.
I think you're right, Gary. I think you're right.
I think
it's what we know coming in.
I'm taking the pork sausage from Zavala throughout this, so it's happening.
Titans always bring home the sausage by Blackbeard's beards here.
Actually, there's an argument to be made actually that you fuck Ikora and you kill Cade 6.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's argument to be made.
How is this a quick yes? This is premeditated.
Because when you're married to them, they don't fuck as much. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're Beastly, then you have babies and babies and babies and babies. You know what I'm saying?
Twice a day.
Twice a day, babies.
Zavala, you could get away with the kind of begrudging hand job and once a year on his birthday. You're married to him now. He's got to just look after it, and then
just buy him lotion for every gift you ever give him. Just buy him lotion, hand lotion.
Jergens.
What the hell's that? Utter bomb. Get him an utter bomb.
and he wants you, right? You don't want him, so he's going to be buying you nice things all the time. He's going to be taking you out, treating you right. He's got to work for it.
Meanwhile, you got your side piece.
Yep.
Ikora.
Yeah.
And Ikora is a crazy bitch. I'd not want to marry Ikora.
Man, this really breaks my rule, though. Don't stick your dick in crazy. It is a bad idea in every circumstance.
Imagine, right?
What if we get rid of them? It's okay.
There's a saying, and I apologize, but the crazier the bitch, the sweeter the puss. I've heard that many a time.
It sounds like American saying. That's American as hell, ain't it?
It is.
It's an American term, but let me tell you, in my travels, I found that to be the exact opposite.
No.
The girls with the bad puss end up getting crazy because nobody likes it. Find you a good girl. She got that gold mine, Niagara Falls, brother.
I feel like right now your wife is watching. And that's influencing what you're saying.
The text like, hi, Kate.
She screamed, you will find no mercy in me, and jumped up in the air and just threw that Nova bomb. She's riding deep. That's it. So I think Ikora's a freak. I think that, and also you can, every time she gets self-sanctimonious and stuff, you can look at her in the same way you look at Big Bird and say, I've hit that. You know, you just take her down a peg there. Just take her
That was
down.
beautiful, Gary.
Just be like, yeah, of course you know everything. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
No, every time I look at Ikora, all I'm going to think about is Big Bird. Thank you.
That's it. Right, Cade 6. The reason I'd say kill Cade 6 is he's there, stealing your thunder, making you look bad. He's that one guy that's always got the funny joke at the party. He's the one with all the attention, all the looks, everything else there. You know, he's making... You know, you're jealous because Zavala always looks at him at the party and wishes he didn't make that mistake in high school and knock you up. You know, and so, in my opinion, Cade 6 is a threat. You know, you want your side piece like Cora, definitely, and Cade is the only person that could do that. Also, he's a robot, so there's no murder. You can legitimately kill him, and it's just like smashing a hard drive up.
All right, you guys got my wheels turning.
I mean, I don't want to kill Cade.
Don't worry, you have
everything
he's ever said or thought of on a hard drive somewhere, so it's okay. It's not like he's really actually dead.
I am down. I'm fully on board. Marry Zavala. I think it's the clear choice here. You don't marry the crazy girl, and definitely don't marry the attention whore, right? Don't marry Cade. You don't marry Ikora. No doubt about it. So
yeah, but Zavala has a really just kind of slow conversation. I mean, what do you do on downtime talking to Zavala in your living room? Cade
you don't have no choice.
Laughing all fucking day.
He just force feeds you the dick.
Zavala's not in the living room forcing conversations. Zavala is a strong alpha male. He's out cutting the yard, cleaning the gutter for
you.
He's
out bringing home the bacon. He's not sitting home in the living room watching Netflix and chilling. He's out bringing home the bacon.
Zavala strikes me as he'd be sitting down in his armchair for all of 3 seconds and he'd just sit there and go,
"It's so stupid.
I haven't hung those paintings, have I? That ceiling needs paint." You know, he'd be a guy that's constantly...
I feel like the ceiling, it should be about 8 inches taller. I'm just going to lift this thing.
Hey, why ain't the sweepy robot in this joint? That's what I want to know.
Sweeping robot?
Yeah, the sweepy robot.
He's just in the corner watching while this is going down. That's kind of just sweeping away, just watching this shit.
He's cleaning.
He's just watching. I feel like Zavala is the clear choice for Mary. He's the clear choice. Like, if you have a bad day, he will protect you in his bubble of love.
That's love? Shit.
Have you ever wanted to be encased in a bubble? I mean, he can make that a reality.
Yeah. Right?
Done. You're here with me.
Choice.
Don't worry, Daddy's home.
You know what,
the only choice is: do you fuck Cade or Ikora? And my opinion is, you got to kill Ikora. Don't stick your dick in crazy, man. You just don't do it. It's a bad idea every time. It always ends fucked up.
That's how I got the strange business from was Cade. That's all I'm saying. Strange business, Cade.
Oh, makes sense.
Definitely gotta be giving him something. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Hey, I can't believe this. I can't believe you're fucking Cade.
Gotta fuck Cade.
He's gonna
be the most fun to go out with. You bring him out of the town, you're gonna have a blast that night. Go out with Ikora, you might have a good time. You might end up with a crying mess on your hand. You have no idea what that night is gonna bring. You go out with Cade, you're gonna have a good time every night.
I think put a couple of drinks in Ikora and you'll watch that facade melt away.
I think you put a couple of drinks in Ikora and she might be on the dance floor dancing with some other dude. She might be in the bathroom crying her fucking eyes out. You have no fucking idea what's going to happen with that girl on a daily basis, especially if you add liquor to this.
And that, to me, is a turn on. That's the unpredictability you want. You never know.
Look,
she comes home, she's like, surprise, I got crabs.
I want to have a good time. I am trying to get away. I am trying to get out of there and have a good time. I do not want to be dealing with the drama. I want to be out there having a blast.
If you had Cade as your side piece, you constantly come home and compare Zavala to him, and you wouldn't be happy in your home life because you'd be like, I wish I could have more with Cade. I think
Zavala's bringing home that bacon.
He's also not funny at all. He's a dull dude.
Not. Super
Zavala is at home. He is providing that stable home that you need so that you can do all sorts of dumb shit with Cade on the weekends.
Hey, can you imagine what your Christmas ornaments will look like? Like your yard decorations, you drop a few orbs in the front yard, make a bubble, have the kids singing, Christmas tunes.
Yeah, man.
I've never thought, I wonder how, Cade gets down. Whereas Ikora, there's always that question, what's going on under that warlock dress. There's that.
I mean, I feel like Cade is a robot, so you can just install like a fleshlight and you're good to go. It's an upgrade.
That does make sense.
Hold this, Cade.
I don't know. I get your point. I hear you on Cade being a good date. I hear you. But I don't think he'd be a good lay. I think he's all talk. I think he's going to lay there like a robot. I think it's just going to be, a sack of potatoes. I think we're going to see no movement whatsoever.
Oh, I definitely think Ikora is going to be the better sex.
Yes.
The problem is,
and that's all I want.
Drama is just going to be, it's just going to be too much. Yeah. You got to hold down life with Zavala at home, right?
Yeah.
Zavala, Ikora is eventually going to tell Zavala what's happening. Like, no doubt about it. That chick is going to get crazy one night and call Zavala and be like, we have been fucking since Destiny 1. 3 years. We've been doing it old school since vanilla.
It's the beta on First Light. That's it.
Right? Cade 6 keeps that shit quiet forever. Never tells a fucking soul.
Just cracks a joke when Zavala walks by.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know if I could kill my crazy bitch, though. My crazy bitch crush, Ikora. You're asking me to put a bullet in her head. That's some real shit.
I'm with you on keeping Ikora, Gary.
You feeling Ikora?
Yeah.
You're just looking for a woman somewhere.
You're willing
to take Zavala.
You got a robot.
I can't marry her. I'm at least
it's almost as good. It's almost as good.
You're taking prison rules for Zavala.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's funny.
It's engineered to feel as good as it can.
I'm feeling like this really, if anyone from the Bungie staff are listening, this could make a great DLC. In fact, there was a topic about what Chris Barrett wanted in the DLC. If anyone could clip this and send it to him, I think it's pretty much exactly what we want.
Justin, talk to me, buddy. What are you thinking here?
I'm with y'all. You gotta keep Ikora as the side piece. You gotta kill Cade. For one, he's a robot. I'm just saying. I don't even know how you get down with a robot. And then
upgrades.
There ain't enough upgrades to make him a fucking human. Okay.
You can get a voice changer. You can get a face overlay that sits on top of the face.
Not Cade 6 then. You're making him someone completely different.
He's not Cade 6 with a fleshlight either. It's called an add-on. It's DLC. Shit.
DLC.
Yeah.
We don't want no more DLC, okay? Shit. We want like free patches and shit. We want updates.
Even with a fleshlight, if I'm looking at Cade 6, it's not going to be easy to,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting a little older. The equipment, it doesn't spring to action as fast as it used to.
Yeah,
it's going to be cracking jokes.
It's not an attention just for no reason.
Oh yeah, you gotta kill Cade, because if that happens, he'll be cracking jokes at you, Briar. You see Briar Rabbit on the next episode of Snapped.
Trying to fuck and you can hear Nathan Fillion going, "Is it in yet? Can't feel anything." Yeah, it's like that to me is just going to kill the mood immediately. And I think, Ikora's gonna definitely float my boat. She's the side piece. So I've got the dependable strong man in Zavala, and I think I shoot Cade with no guilt whatsoever for just being too cool. Sometimes you just got to take them motherfuckers out.
It's like that.
Haters gonna hate.
All right, I am willing to go Zavala. Side piece Ikora.
Yes.
Kill Cade. Everybody
Revolver's decided.
I'm agreed.
We'll comment and chat agree.
Beasley can't do it. He can't marry Zavala.
He has to. He's got no choice. Revolver decided.
And it's not because I'm racist. I think blue people are awesome. Avatar was incredible.
Technically, that would be.
I just don't want to see no blue dick, man.
Technically, for all of us here, it would be an interracial wedding. Just saying.
What the fuck is a blueberry?
How would you know if he had blue balls? I'm just saying.
You would know. Every day is a bad day, Gary. Every day is a bad day.
Would a dick look any better if it was shaded blue?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Fuck you, Beastly.
But I'm not gonna sway you guys, and Revolver decides. So
Oh shit.
I'll have to swallow my pride. That's all I'm going to swallow.
Not all you're gonna swallow.
You dick.
All right, so Revolver decides.
Murdercade.
Marry Zavala. Fuck
Murdercade.
Ikora. Kill Caden.
Killing Cade. We've killed Cade 6. We've killed the most beloved character in Destiny because we didn't want to fuck or marry him.
apologize.
I'm fucking sore right now, dude. Oh,
And that, guys, will be in the DLC too for Destiny coming in the spring. Destiny Tower Life.
Oh my God.
It sounds like a game I'd play, to be honest.
What a night.
yeah, slapping draws.
What a night.
Just hanging out in the tower, just waiting to fuck. That's kind of the game, yeah.
All right, I think that's gonna wrap this show up. Yo, Inner Black Ninja, where can people find you?
On Twitch. That's it. That's it right now. On Twitter too. I post a lot of random dumb shit on Twitter. So it's
Nothing weird about the spellings, right? It's just Inner Black Ninja.
Yeah, Inner Black
no
Ninja, yeah.
underscores, none of that fucking crazy horse shit.
Yeah, blacks and caps, but I think it comes up no matter what. So
We hope to have you back soon, my friend. It's been too long. And like I said, guys, Inner Black is an alumni of our old show, BC Thoughts. And we are very, very thankful to have him on today. He brought a lot of work. He put a lot of effort in and basically took care of half of the show himself. So we really appreciate you, Inner Black. If you guys would like to become a part of the show.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me.
We love you, man. If you guys out there in the Ethernet, the internet, or podcast form would like to become a part of the show, submit your topics to revolvergamescast@gmail.com. We're trying to formulate a special show that's just from the fans. So if you guys want to send in your own topics, we're going to one day down the line, hopefully very soon, do a show with 6 topics, all chosen by you, the viewers and the listeners. So yeah, definitely send in.
I feel like a shitty host, man, because we've been talking before the show, and for the people who've been sending in stuff, we're not ignoring the Gmails. You know, we have seen them all that have come in. We've got 3 or 4 guys that have sent in multiple stuff. I mean, we've got a whole load of you in there, and we can't go through you all by name, but we're hearing it, we're seeing it. Please don't think we're missing it. And as BC said, we're planning something special with it. But
send them in.
Keep sending them, guys, because we love reading them, and some of you guys are fucking hilarious. You know, you should be hosting shows.
Yes,
for sure.
Super Dan.
Super Dan.
Also, if you disagree with who you marry, fuck, or kill, let us know on Twitter. Don't forget to use the hashtag fuck them like Big Bird.
Or blue dicks.
Yeah, man. I'm happy for any of these hashtags to start trending.
Yes. I would love fuck them like Big Bird to trend on Twitter.
Start trending.
Oh my God.
That would be the greatest thing in the history of Twitter.
He would take so much pride in it too. You're gonna see him just sitting and stewing in his chair.
Every time I saw it, can you imagine? Hashtag fuck them like Big Bird.
Fuck them like Big Bird. You guys
became a new saying. It just entered the American lexicon. Man, what happened to them? I got fucked like Big Bird. Just like, you know, that's it.
Did you see the Jaguars Patriots game? Oh man, they fucked him like Big Bird.
That's it, man. Oh, I hear I hear you wrote your car off the other day. You went into the back of a semi. What happened, man? That car is fucked like Big Bird. Gone.
We've given you guys a plethora of different ways you can use this hashtag. Start using it and making your own hashtags today. Fucked it like Big Bird.
Oh man,
make it happen. Make it happen.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I'm so sorry. We'll try harder next time.
We won't.
No, we won't. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye.
See ya.
Oh shit.
Hashtag fucked it like Big Bird.